Oh, can't hear that. Yo, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking with Everything Currency, all about RWAs on this Altcoin Chaser stream, a show where you guys need to be on Sundays, where we just cover different topics. How you doing today, Everything Currency? What you want me to call you on the show?
Man, you can call me Jay. Just call me Jay. I'm good, man. How you doing? How you doing on this Sunday?
Just enjoying the Sunday, going over the markets. Probably seen a few different things. Been looking at few different altcoins. How you feel about the market going into next week? Because we're seeing that Bitcoin is at 29.3. Some people thinking that it's going to be a down month for Bitcoin going into the next monthly open. How you feel about that?
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. I'm excited about the market right now. I'm liking how the price action looks on the Bitcoin weekly. So I feel like we're having a short-term kind of pullback, kind of retest, maybe even down to some lower levels. But I'm pretty excited about what I'm seeing on these charts, especially if we go lower than that. That will kind of solidify what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. Do you have any predictions for next week?
I don't have any predictions. I don't really like doing predictions because, to be honest, like my predictions always wrong. like it could be going that direction. As soon as I say something, it's gonna flip. But I think 27K. I think we could tap some of those levels coming into next week, and I kind of want us to at least wick down to some of those levels, and by the end of the week, be back where we are.
Oh, so you're a little bearish. I'm thinking it's clear skies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's going to be the reverse of what people are thinking as of right now, because I think now that we're going into August next week, the ETF, we're going to finally get the decision on the ETF, whether it's an approval or a denial. And I think this is going to cause for a bullish month, especially if it gets an approval. But of course, if it gets denied, we're going to have a bearish month. Right now, I'm thinking that we're probably going to go down for a little bit. After like the CME opens, like the market's open tonight, we might go down a little bit, but I think we're going to bounce back up going into like later on in the week. So that's my little opinion on that. The top gainers here. I see Dogechain up there. I see 0xi. Have you heard of 0xi?
0xi. No, actually, no, I haven't heard of 0xi. AI.
Yeah, this is up 18%. Dogechain up 27%. Vita Inu is up 37%. That's big.
Oh yeah, right, I got a nice bag of Dogechain, so that's good to see right there.
I actually was super bullish on Dogechain much early on. I kind of switched off of Dogechain. I'm not even gonna lie. Just not too excited for it right now. I think maybe during like the bull market when it comes around, it's gonna be the mania for it.
Yeah, I agree.
But right now, I think that I'm just gonna chill off of it right now.
Yeah, I had a lot more Dogechain like a couple months back, and I was real big on it. I was talking to people in my Telegram, saying, "Hey, this thing is gonna do some numbers," and it did pretty cool since then. But
yeah,
I definitely sold some though to do some airdrop farming. But it is one that I think just because of what it is, it could have some type of narrative.
I agree with that. We see fun token up here. This is an old token. A gambler's token up 12% right now. What else we got up here? I see Cornucopias. That's big for like the Cardano heads. You know about Cornucopias?
No, what's this one?
It's like a gaming project on Cardano. They're building out a game for PlayStation. That's the last I've heard of it. Like a metaverse play on Cardano. A lot of people are big on this one. And now you got Star Atlas DAO here. The token Polis is up, but not the actual token. How you feel about tokens with dual tokens?
Honestly, I never really liked the dual token model just because I see why it's necessary, but I think it just takes away from like the overall token. But the point is like, I think they want to have a token that's not so speculative and that's just really for governance. Usually when they do like a dual token model.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it confuses new users too, new crypto heads when they come in, because they don't know they don't know which token is going to be the one that's going to pump. So I think it divides the community a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Because it does, because you have two tokens and you got to have it doing two different things, and then you got to have two different liquidity pools. And now there's projects for like three tokens and stuff. I'm like, oh man, why?
3 tokens?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's different.
yeah, yeah. And
That's
I'm
different.
like,
I see. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm like, just give all that use case, to one token. I think the second token comes when you messed up on the tokenomics of the first token.
I agree. I see Shizzy's in here. What's good, Shizzy?
What up,
What's the
Shizzy?
biggest losers here, man? I see Pip up here. Pip is right now down 25%. That's huge, actually. Could be a good buying opportunity for that. StormX, Unibot's finally down 11%. Octaspace. What else? It's nothing too crazy over here. XCAD. This is getting that new watch to earn narrative right now. You've checked out XCAD?
Yeah, I checked out XCAD. XCAD seems pretty dope, and it has a nice. I mean, the product is cool, and I see a lot of people actually using it. Watch to earn will probably be, one of those narratives. I think it'll be a bigger narrative if people, if it happens in the background. Like if there was some type of watch to earn mechanism in YouTube, and it was just a place with good content, then definitely people will be there.
Yeah. So recently I seen Chico Crypto put out this video here about the two biggest airdrops. One being Altlayer. Now I've covered Altlayer a while ago, backed by the creator of Polkadot, Gavin Wood, and they're on Galaxy right now. You guys can go ahead and try to participate in this right now. This could give you a leg up on Altlayer, which is pretty huge. I know for you guys that are farming airdrops out there, this is one that a lot of people aren't really talking about right now because they probably don't even know about Altlayer, because it's not getting a lot of hype as right now. But this has the potential to get you some free money. And you can see how many people have participated in this. Have you participated in this yet, Jay?
Yeah, actually I did.
That's huge. How you feel about Altlayer?
I think it's going to be pretty dope, and I think if they do a good airdrop, then it will get them the people that they need to kind of get started.
Yeah, I agree. Soon as I saw it was backed by Gavin Wood, you already know I was in it. I've been in their Discord for a minute. I wanted to get one of their OG NFTs, but when I seen the price, I was like, I don't even know what this is for yet. Let me just skip out on this. Exactly. Let me skip out on this right now. I don't know yet, but it seems like if you have an OG NFT, you might get an airdrop, a sizable airdrop too. So that's pretty nice for Altlayer. Now, another thing that CoinGecko finally added on here after me talking about this for a little bit, I didn't influence this, but this is going to be the DPIN narrative, all about the centralized physical infrastructure. This is something I've been telling you guys to pay attention to, and now CoinGecko has finally added it onto their narrative, their categories site. Do you know about DPIN yet, Jay?
No, I know I recognize a lot of the coins on this list, but I didn't know that it was coined DPIN. So give me a little run through about what DPIN entails. What's the narrative there?
So DPIN is kind of like an offshoot of IoT, Internet of Things. This kind of really got started more with Helium, where DPIN wasn't actually a known thing yet. But Helium, you put the miners in your house, you just mine some Helium, and it made a lot of people a lot of money last bull. When they got how high did this thing get? Like $20 or so?
Yeah, they actually do Helium is a project that actually does they're working with my city, San Jose.
For real?
What they're doing is actually pretty dope, and that's what it really got me bullish on Helium, because what they're doing is they're putting the Helium miner in like low income communities and low income housing to help them pay for high speed internet.
That's huge.
So they mine the token, and then they use that token to get, to lower all their bills. And the government is actually like,
that's big, man.
Yeah.
I was big on Helium last bull, but when I saw the price of these miners go up, I didn't even want to buy it. I didn't even want to mess with it. But now they've been
sold out forever.
Huh?
They were sold out for so long. When I first wanted to get in, when I first heard of it, they were sold out everywhere.
Exactly. And they moved on to Solana too, the Solana chain. So DPIN really started off with Helium, but now you guys can see like it's a big category right now. I've been messing with a few of them. You see Crust in here. Demo, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just got that Demo device. I plugged it into my car. Already made $15 off of 1 week of just driving. Essentially, all you gotta do is drive one day for the whole week just to keep up your rewards, and you just get paid in Demo tokens. Demo, the device is essentially looking to become like the brain of your car, especially if you don't have a smart car yet, right? If you don't
Mhm.
have a Tesla or electric car or whatever, Demo is there to help you out with all these, different functions that it reads on your car. And it basically just rewards you for driving around. Then you got Foam here. Foam is proof of location. This has been around since like 2017 or so. They had a partnership with Verizon for 5G studios and things like that. But I know you know a few of these tokens up here, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Elf is one of them. You got let me see, Streamer, the data token. I'm really big on data, so seeing that data tokens is a part of this ecosystem, I think, So what'd you say, DPIN? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Deepin.
So we're talking about assets like digital, physical type assets, because data is kind of one of those assets. I know I'm looking at a lot of these have to do with data.
Yeah, so it's like some of these data infrastructures, like if they reward their users, essentially it's more so like a infrastructure that they're creating, a decentralized infrastructure. That's why you see some of the data storage device up there like Arweave, Crust, and you even got Render up there, right? So that's something
Yeah.
else.
And Kudos too. Kudos is one that it was a low cap gem of mine in the last bull run, and it actually did some numbers. And it's something that I still keep an eye on, because they got the partnerships, they got the team. They're really in the trying to get those institutional people in there.
Yeah. So it's looking like we about to get into the whole topic of the live now, because I'm starting to see some comments come in here. James says, "Bro, you ever looked at Labs Group yet? They've partnered with Huawei. That's big."
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that today because that was one of the RWAs I had mentioned. That's actually, it's been my favorite real estate token for a minute.
Labs, I remember when Labs first came out. That was like last bull, 2 bulls around. I don't even know. I made a
Yeah, it's
video
been
on
out
it.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I made a video on it because it was launching on pools, and it was big. To me, it was going to be a big altcoin then, but now it seems like now with the RWA narrative, that is going to be picking up right now. So
Yeah, did you get it on pools? Were you able to
no,
get that?
I never got into it actually. I never actually got into it. I was just a big fan from the sideline at that point in time. Right, we got some other comments here. So it seems like a lot of people are liking Labs right now. But we got Jaws here. What's good, Jaws? He's in the Discord. Labs need to fix their website. The quality is so poor. So, how you feel about their website?
I saw that comment. I'm gonna check it out right now and see if I agree with you. Because I haven't went to the website in a minute. It's crazy because a lot of the times I'll look at the website and it's completely different from a year ago. Got to recap, see what they updated.
Yeah. So
this website looks kind of smooth. What?
Any thoughts on that?
Website looks good to me, unless there's like a. Hold on, let me see. I see they have an app. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. Let me know in the comments what's wrong with their website. The quality is poor. It looks not bad to me.
Yeah. So back to this right now. Hold on. Did my internet restart? I hope not.
No, I think.
Yeah,
I
my
can hear
internet.
you.
Yeah. All right. Good. So you guys can see real world asset tokenization could surge to a $16 trillion market by 2023, 2030. Right?
2030. That's quicker than I expected.
Bro, what's that? 7 years from now?
Yeah, and it will probably happen faster than that. But I'm surprised that they're calling it that early.
I remember what got me onto it. As soon as I saw Citibank put out something about tokenization, because I was looking into like the ISO at the time, and then I seen the tokenization talks. I was like, yeah, this is definitely going to be something pretty big that a lot of people are going to talk about. But they got a whole article here by then. Then Binance recently put out their research group here. They, once Binance puts something on the map, it puts everyone onto it, right?
Yeah.
No matter who it is talking about it. Look, it got 600,000 views right now. They're talking about real world assets. So they put a whole research in here and talked about some different altcoins that we're going to probably cover in this video here. That is going to be pretty big for you guys to check it out. Another one here, you got Fortuna here. Fortuna 5 says that RWAs could potentially overtake DeFi. How do you feel about that?
I agree. I definitely agree because RWAs include securities. In the securities market, the biggest market in the world. Ever since I realized that, hey, every stock was probably going to be tokenized one day, I couldn't help but be bullish on crypto in general, but RWAs for sure.
I agree, man.
I
Real
agree with
world
that.
assets is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming fast. Now, September, there's going to be a real world asset summit. This is probably going to be some crazy alpha that's going to happen in this. It's going to be in New York. You guys can buy a ticket right now. I think I'm going to be tuning in. I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be tuning in. It's right around the corner. Not right around the corner for me, but I'm going to be tuning in to see what's going to come from this. There's going to be a lot of big talks, a lot of, you can see who's here. Aave is going to be there. Centrifuge is going to be there. Skybridge, Powerify, CoinShares, Coinbase Asset Management. So there's going to be some big players in this summit here. I want to know what alpha is going to be coming from here. And then when you go up, CoinGecko also got the narrative up here as well. The RWA category, which is at a $1.6 billion market cap right now, up 5.4% on a day. You see any of these? You looked into a lot of these yet?
Yeah, Centrifuge, PolyX, Webull, TrueFi, of course, MakerDAO, ClimaDAO. A lot of these have, and what's cool is that they got, they're all trying to tackle like a different piece of the real world assets and bring it into blockchain. So that's what I like the most about this entire subject, is that it encompasses so much.
What I also like about this whole category, it's not that it just only encompasses a lot, but when you look at the market cap to these, they are all relatively low cap altcoins. And if this is predicted to become a $16 trillion market, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is way too low.
Yeah.
So the growth opportunity for this, even if this happens to go to about a $10 billion market cap, right? Let's just say a $10 billion market cap for this category here. A lot of these altcoins are going to make millionaires.
For sure. There's going to be a lot of 100Xs just based on what's crazy about RWAs. I think you're going to have growth just exponentially based on the tech. It doesn't even have to have the speculation side. Just the fact that when people use it, it's going to make these numbers go up. It's crazy.
Yeah. So since people already have been pointing different altcoins that they want to talk about right now, I'm going to bring it over to you. What is your first RWA altcoin that you want to talk about?
Man, let's get into Relio, one of our favorites.
Let's get into it, man. I'm holding the bag.
Let's start right at the.
I'm holding the bag. I'm always happy. I let other people talk about it now, but I'm still holding my bag. So talk to me.
Yeah, so this one, man. Okay, first thing, gotta love the max supply. The tokenomics of it is just crazy to me. And with even the all-time high of this token from 3 years ago, at $5, seems like it's undervalued in that regard for me. If you go to the website, it's just talking about, there's so much to unpack here, but the future of private equity is digital. So it's they're talking about more than just real estate, institutional grade securities. We're talking man, I don't know how much value is there to unpack there just with the securities alone.
Yeah, I do got a few things to say before we continue on here. Just want to let you know the max supply for Relio isn't 55 million, it's 75 million. The circulating supply for Relio right now is 45 million, right, give or take. I don't know why the APIs on CoinGecko, or I don't even know. Let me see if CoinMarketCap has it a little bit better here.
Yeah, I think they have on CoinMarketCap.
Essentially, that is not the market cap. It's about 45 million. It confuses a lot of people when they look into Relio. They don't know about the whole tokenomics. That's why I made a whole in-depth video on the tokenomics for Relio. just to give people a little understanding, we're 45 million in supply. That puts it at like a $12 million market cap, I want to say, somewhere around there. Um, but it's still a very low cap. Even here, they have it wrong right now. You can see they even have 9% of the supply being out. So this confuses a lot of people. They do have the max supply, right? But this
Yeah.
confuses a lot of people because there's tokens on both Ethereum and it's Algorand, and I think Stellar, they have tokens on split. So I don't know why it's still not fixed yet, but it needs to be fixed. So it's going to confuse people for right now. But
Oh yeah, I didn't know about Stellar actually.
yeah, they have like a partnership with Stellar and things like that. I don't know if they're a partnership with Stellar. Let me see but they're integrated into Stellar. Yeah, you can see here, Algorand, Stellar, you got OKX right now. And not only that, I want to mention that a lot of people also don't know that Relio actually has a deflationary aspect to it as well.
Oh
But
yeah.
that is going to come in later on when it comes like to the buying of land for their metaverse, their Relio verse. You buy the land with a certain amount of Relio or whatever, and it goes to get burned, right? I think it's a small percentage that's supposed to get burned. So over time, this is deflationary. And last point on that, on the tokenomics, for this max supply of 75 million, it won't be hit for at least, I think, what was it, like 30 years or something? Something crazy, where the max supply it's not going to be hit for a while. So we don't even got to worry about that for a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got anything to add for Relio?
Yeah, no, that's it.
All right.
Like,
So my first pick when it comes down to this was going to definitely have to be Centrifuge.
oh yeah,
Centrifuge,
definitely Centrifuge is huge.
this was a big player when last year. People also before RWAs as well was the narrative is more. This was more for the Polkadot narrative. A lot of people didn't like really know about Centrifuge too much, but right now Centrifuge is looking very good. I think it's going to be one of the leaders for RWAs. They have a partnership with Maker. Or tokenizing assets or something like that. And then when you go ahead and look over here, they just introduced their Centrifuge Prime, which is essentially they're going to be bringing on Centrifuge. Centrifuge Prime is going to be created to bring credit markets to decentralized organizations, DAOs, and protocols, and stable coins and things like that. So right now, it's looking very good for Centrifuge. And when you go onto their app here, they got about $228 million locked up, and it has 17 pools, 34 tokens as of right now. New Silver series is actually being talked about right now. You got some different reads here. So this is different things that you guys can go ahead and get some APYs off of. How you feel about Centrifuge?
Yeah, I like Centrifuge. I think it's a big player in tokenized assets and synthetics in general. I'm not as invested in this Centrifuge because it was a higher market cap when I first heard about it. But looking at it right now, it looks like a pretty juicy buy. It's been around for a while, so I think it does have a running start.
Yeah, and you getting it close to his all-time low, right? About 100.
Sure.
You're getting about 2x from his low from 7 months ago. So this is still decent buying opportunity. And what I've noticed is when this thing starts to run a little bit, it actually runs. Let me check on this 90-day chart here. You can see here when it was at like 17 cents, just about a few days, it took to just 2x. Like it really ran quick. So that's my pick. What's your next pick?
Well, my other pick that I was going to talk about was Labs. Just because it's one token that I've been watching for a while, that I've been invested in, talking about on my channel. But the partnership that they just announced, I think it was maybe a couple days ago or maybe a week ago, with Huawei.
Huawei thing? Yeah, that's big.
Yeah. And they're trying to work together to make it easier for people to do bookings and finding properties and stuff like that on their phone. So I think that's huge, and people from the US don't really understand how big Huawei is in other countries and stuff like that. So I was already bullish on them when they didn't have as much, when they didn't have such a big partner. They have other partners as well, but that was one that was like okay, solidified them in my mind again.
Yeah. When they came out, I knew this was all about hospitality. I remember I had covered them a while back ago,
Mhm.
but I didn't know that they had partnered with Huawei, which this was tweeted out just a few days ago. So this is
Yeah.
actually big for a market cap like this. But one thing I can say is the tokenomics to me. So too much inflation. There's a lot of inflation to go, and this has already been out for 2 years. That's one of my gripes for it. So it should at least be closer to 50% of its supply being out because it's been out for so long already. Um, that's really my only gripe, but definitely has some room to run right now. And that Huawei, like you said, is definitely a big partnership, right? And I know there's a lot of people that are big fans of Labs here. Just to start the stream off, they was just asking about that,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
Shizzy, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say with the tokenomics, I have to refresh my memory. I've been looking for looking through a lot of tokens, but I think the inflation is gonna it's gonna coincide with like the use um a little bit more. So like
Okay.
so as more people use it, then there will be a higher inflation, but it should go hand in hand.
Okay. Shizzy says any RWAs you like for the potential of tokenized stocks or financial markets. Do you have an answer for that?
Yes, I was actually gonna say Polymesh. I don't know if you heard of Polymesh or
Yep.
the
Yep.
PolyX token. Um, because these guys are they're going after that tokenized security narrative, like
So
pretty
do you
hard.
want to go straight into it? We just move right into your next pick real quick.
Yeah, do that. So Polymesh is an institutional grade for securities. So it's similar to all the other tokens that we've been talking about as far as tokenizing the securities and stuff. But um, I like how they have their 5 pillars, and I like how they have like governance and identity and everything kind of included all in one place. So it makes it real easier for people from the US to like invest into these things, because you go in, you do the KYC, and you can go ahead and start moving around um, on the Polymesh. And then the decentralized governance is not something that you see on a lot of RWA platforms right now. So I think that's going to be pretty big, just because I feel like decentralizing this whole thing is the point, and we're getting a lot of projects that are not going to be decentralized.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that Polymesh already has it, where they already have the governance running, you could already vote with your tokens. You could already help decide on the next things that are coming out. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them as well. They actually are on the Polkadot ecosystem as well.
mhm.
So this is as soon as you say you was gonna talk about them, I was already happy. You took a few of my tokens that I was going to talk about. So
I knew you was I knew we was going to talk about some of the same ones because
yeah.
It's not that many of them that are hard hitting.
What's the name? The Big E. What's good? The Big E, man. He said he likes Synthetics Network 4. He's answering Shizzy on any RWAs you like for potential tokenized stocks and financial markets. So, how you feel about Synthetics Network?
Yeah, I like Synthetics. The main thing, because there's every tokenization, Synthetics, it kind of goes hand in hand, but Synthetics is pretty connected. They're up there working with the top DeFi projects are choosing Synthetics as their
their go-to. They definitely have a run when actual DeFi comes back around. They're one that something that people are going to really talk about. James here says in the Labs group, the tokens what? I don't know what that means.
He said in the Labs group, all the tokens are out. You know what? I'm gonna have to look into that when we get off the stream because the tokenomics.
So all the tokens for Labs is out. If all the tokens for Labs is out, that is actually
that makes me even more bullish.
I agree. I agree. And he's saying it's at a $5 million market cap right now. So we got to look into that a little bit.
Yeah, let me write that one down. We're gonna bring that one back next week and update y'all.
We're gonna have to bring that up
for sure.
So let me go on to my pick real quick, which is Proppy. Now, Proppy, I've been telling people this is going to be the Zillow of crypto, really, the Web3 Zillow, right? 33 cents at a $19 million market cap, over 50% of its supply being out, right? You know, the only thing that is about it is that its all-time high wasn't hit for like 5 years, right? Because it's been out for so long. I remember the battle between this and a whole nother altcoin that was looking to do kind of the same thing. The other altcoin died. This is still alive. And now with the RWA narrative, I think this is going to pick up a little bit, because the thing is, they have had homes sold on their marketplace, right? They have had homes sold on their marketplace. Actually, the first NFT, the first home backed by an NFT, backed as an NFT, was sold on the Proppy website. So this is huge, and they have other listings as well. Super bullish on them, not just because they follow me on Twitter, but I'm super bullish. You know, they just know I've been around for a while.
Yeah, that might add a little extra to it. You don't see that?
You know, I'm a little. You see that follow you right there. You know, I'm just a little excited. You know, but they're also bringing AI into their ecosystem with the Proppy AI to help you further read data and things like that. So this right now,
they're doing real estate. So how is it going to be you said it's going to be the Willow. So they're going to have
the Zillow. Let me bring you onto their marketplace real quick. You know, you could go ahead and buy a property. Why is that low? But yeah, they had a few homes already sold, a bunch of homes listed as of right now. The marketplace is working, things like that. So as this load, my computer's kind of slow, guys.
Yeah. So with Proppy, I remember it came out around the time that Realty came out.
Is Realty and another one for like that was supposed to be like the Airbnb of crypto.
Was it a booking site? Was it like
Nah, it was supposed to be like an Airbnb of crypto. I forgot. It was like Bumblebee or something like that. Some wild name like that. But you can see here, Proppy has homes listed around the whole United States, bro. So this is not something to sleep on right now. If you got these homes right now, that means there's homeowners that are actually, you know, comfortable with listing their houses on Proppy.
Okay, so how does the Proppy token tie? Like, do people actually need to buy the token to purchase?
You can purchase homes with the tokens.
Uh-huh.
That's what I know. You can purchase with the tokens, or like you can see here, buy with crypto here. So they got different like ways you can buy homes with Proppy. Now I have to go look more into for the utility, but right now I think the utility for the token isn't really something that's going to be big for it, because just the name alone and the houses being sold on there is going to pump up the crypto a lot more. So if they add utility to the token itself, I think that's going to be huge. But I do have to look more into that.
Okay. Yeah, a big dump going on right now.
Big dump going on right
big
now?
Dump going on with Bitcoin.
Oh, I just got out of my long, bro. I just got out of the long. Oh, yeah, I just got out of the long.
Nice. It's always good. That's always good.
I was contemplating about holding it for a little bit. You know me, I'm playing with the 150x leverage, and if I see that going a little down too many percentage, I get a little scared.
Exactly.
You know, I get a little scared. I'm like, yeah, hold on.
That leverage token to have you can't sleep.
Man, I go outside for like 5 minutes. I'm still constantly checking my phone to see what's going on. But yeah, Bitcoin going down. I think that's what we just said. Like, it's going to go down to right before market opens, and I think it's going to bounce up in the middle of the week. You think it's going to still stay? Yeah. Okay. You agree too?
Yeah, I'm like short term. Like overall, I'm bullish. You know, for like the rest of going forward. But I think short term, maybe this week, next week, we go down a little bit. But by the end of the week, I'm thinking we should start turning up.
Yeah. I see RF Tron says, "What do you think of Casper token? What do you think about Casper token?"
You know what? Honestly, like I've had people ask about it all the time. I've looked into it a bunch of times, and I just can't figure out why everyone is so bullish on it. I know that's just me. I don't know why. I'm just having a block when it comes to Casper. Maybe it's too much hype or whatever. But
yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I gotta take a deeper dive into Casper. I see people talk about it solves like the trilemma or whatever. I don't even know what the trilemma is yet. So when I take a deeper dive, I can answer that question a little bit. But right
Yeah,
now,
so
not right now.
apparently they claim to have solved the DeFi, I mean the blockchain trilemma, which is what? Speed, security, and what's the other one? Speed, security, and I don't know why I can't think of the last one right now. It's slipping my mind. But that's the three
Decentralization,
things that you need in blockchain, huh?
decentralization or something.
Yeah, decentralization, speed, security, and decentralization. So to have all three and to have it work, that's the rule of thumb right now is you can't have all three be perfect. You gotta give and take on some other ones.
Okay, and Casper solves this.
Yeah, and
Okay,
Casper's supposed to solve that. Yeah,
I know they've been pumping. Every time I've looked at it, it's been pumping. So
yeah,
congrats to
yeah, and
whoever
it's
got
proof,
into
and
it
I
early.
believe it's proof of work.
Proof of work. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. And then 2020 Enlighten says my 100x is Wad's pay. Do you know about Wad's pay?
I do. I've heard of it. I don't want to say I've known about it because I probably haven't looked at it in maybe a year or two, but I've heard of Watts Pay. I believe that's a token out of India, WTK.
Yeah, I think it's India too. I think it's a payment infrastructure, payment thing.
Yeah, it's a payment thing. Let me pull that
Yeah,
up.
because they was I got shielded for it a little bit. Gem Dealer says, what do you think about lossless token for a long-term hold, bro? What do you think about it?
Lossless. I never heard of it. Let's pull it up for him real quick. Lossless.
I've heard of it, but I haven't looked too much into it. Right?
Yeah.
This was like
I've heard of it, but it's not
something
one
that
that
was
I've
big
actually
during DeFi last
researched.
year. Yeah, it was big during DeFi.
It was pumping during DeFi, the DeFi summer.
It's pumped. Good tokenomics though, I tell you that.
Yeah.
Low volume right now.
The good thing about some of the DeFi tokens is a lot of them are not going to get back to their all-time high based on the amount of inflation that they had, because a lot of the DeFi tokens, they had incentivized inflation in the beginning because they were, they had to give up those tokens to get people to liquidity farm. But coming this time around, if DeFi does have another run, a lot of those token supplies are going to be in circulation already, and there's going to be a lot, almost a deflationary period, if things start pumping again.
2020 Enlighten says and Saucer Swap. Now I'm not mad at the pick of Saucer Swap because if Hedera moons, Saucer Swap will moon too. That's why this, just like this, Jamel says Astar. I just made a video on Astar. I'm huge on Astar right now. In Japan, they're about to be big. They just recently tweeted out something that they said Japan is about to change the Web3 game too. So the founder of Astar said this. So this is going to be something to look at. I'm playing Astar in his decks right now. I'm not going to lie, I was a big fan of Moonbeam, super big fan. I was in a lock drop for Astar when it was Plasm. But Moonbeam had took over, and now it seems like Astar is coming back around to take over Moonbeam. And then you got Jonathan.
Astar it's Astar Polkadot.
Yeah, it's a layer 1 EVM chain on Polkadot. They're changing their tokenomics right now. Astar 2.0 is coming out. They're going to be adding some deflationary aspects to it. So check it out. I'm telling you right now, check it out. And then Jonathan says Casper. I'm always big on Casper. I remember I was put onto Casper by someone on TikTok. With the Fortune, they said they was bringing up Fortune 100 company, so they're going to be competing with Hedera for the actual traditional companies that they're going to bring into Web3. And the Big E says he's bullish on Astar. I like that, man. Astar is going to be one of those guys, man. It's going to be one of those projects. So let me move on to my next pick. Since I gave you your 2 picks real quick, we'll move on to my next pick. Before we get out of this right now, we got Galileo Protocol Leo X. Now Leo X, super bullish on them. They're tokenizing assets like your wristwatch, clothing, things like that. Things like they're fighting the counterfeit market right now, right? So fake watches, fake Louis bags, fake Gucci bags, things like that. They're fighting the whole counterfeit market, and they're the first. Let me say it one more time. First altcoin to build on the quant ecosystem. So that already is bullish for me, right?
Okay.
As a lot of people are bullish on quant, they're going to be bullish on Galileo protocol. I remember talking about this a while back as of right now, and they have been doing well. A lot of people are now talking about what they are bringing onto the market, right? And they recently just burned 25,000 Leo X tokens. So that's bullish, right? And
Yeah,
you
that's
can
pretty
see
bullish.
tokenizing physical goods with the interoperability with multiple blockchain DLT. Galileo is unlocking a new world of NFT possibilities, but I want to show you if they show it here still. They do that. They look Leo X, the QRC20 token. This is QRC is the quant equivalent of Ethereum, right? This is going to be the quant standard
Yeah.
in their
Okay.
ecosystem. So, you got any thoughts on Galileo protocol, man?
No, this is my first time hearing about this one, but it looks pretty dope. You know,
Yeah. How I got hip to these
being on
guys is they
quant,
was launching
you know?
on LCX.
Yeah. Well, you said they were launching on LCX?
Yeah, they launched already.
Okay.
LCX held essentially their
Their
IDO
sale,
on.
their token sale.
They held their IDO on their launchpad. So LCX is a security exchange that I'm super bullish on. As soon
Yeah, I
as
like LCX.
as soon as I saw Galileo protocol there, extremely bullish.
Huh. Bro, let me look at. I bet I'm just looking at LCX again because that's a token that I do have in my portfolio. It's not a lot. It's like at the bottom, but it's one that I'm holding for a while. So we can go ahead and talk about that one if I get another pick.
Of course, you got more picks. We got 2 more picks for 5 each.
LCX. Let's go ahead and go into LCX because I've been bullish on it for a minute, been holding it. I haven't done any token sales on the platform because I've been sleeping on my token sale game.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up in just a second here because blockchain gang says everything currency and everything altcoin been waiting for this collabo for a minute. Yo, that's heat, but we've been collab. We just collabed on your channel first.
Yeah, we've been collab. Yeah, we collabed a couple times, and and they're gonna keep coming too. We need to get another video collab in, where we sit down and do a video for sure.
Facts. I'm here for it, man. Let me pull up LCX, man. Yo, I tried to sign up for LCX. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to KYC myself. They said that the location I'm in is not, of course they can't accept it. So I'm actually kind of upset about that because I'm big on LCX, man. I'm big on LCX.
I think that's what happened. I think when I first did it, I was out the country. Okay. And then when I got back, they were like, nah.
Yeah. They just below a $40 million market cap. Great trading volume right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the trading volumes this token be it's pretty active, for it being like a bear market token. A lot of tokens you see like in the bear market right now, they're just going down. They're just flatlining and we're waiting for them to bottom. At least, I'm liking the fact that some of these tokens are going down. I can just keep DCAing and scooping them up at these low prices.
Yeah, but I thought this was going to actually get a bigger pump than it did, especially as Binance was getting attacked by SEC. Not only that, the one thing that I'm probably bullish on this about is because they've been hinting. I don't know if you've been looking. They've been hinting at the possibility of them listing the JP Morgan chain, not chain token, right? JP Morgan is looking to do their own. They actually have their own blockchain right now that's only up and running for private institutions. And they kind of hinted at it in one of the AMAs like a few months back. They haven't talked about it since because I don't think there has been any noise around it right now. But I think if LCX to pop off is for them to actually get a listing like that.
Yeah, is that that JPM coin already out or is it official thing? I heard about it before, but
it's being used only by private institutions, so we wouldn't be able to use it or know about it really right now. So it's only being used right now. It's already been tested, right? And I think they are also on like a quorum or something. I think it's something kind of linked to XRP. I don't know. I don't get into the whole XRP, rabbit hole. So, but yeah. So this is your fourth pick here.
Yeah. LCX. Okay.
Actually, yeah. So my next pick is the Factor, which you guys were bullish on Blabs because they partnered with Huawei as well, right?
Mhm.
Now, the Factor also partnered with Huawei. They put out a thread, an article about them putting, partnering with each other. Right now, it's at 6 cents at a $7 million market cap. About 111 million of his token is out. Right, all-time high was a year ago where it hit 88 cents. They have partnered with Huawei, and they actually have tokenized $100 million in bonds with, I think it's Black something Capital or something. I don't remember, but they have already tokenized a bunch of bonds right now. Black Manta Capital, there you go. Right, so
Mm.
they're the broker dealer for the licensing that they got. So that is super bullish for me, in my opinion. You guys like labs because of the Huawei factor, as you can see here. Showcased it on their socials. This was in a 30-second video, right? And they surged over 550% after that video. So this put a lot of people onto the radar of the factor, and they tokenized $100 million in bonds. So how you feel about the factor? Did you know about it yet?
Yeah, I heard about it. I haven't did much research, but that's actually pretty good that they got that big deal already.
Yeah.
Tokenized some. I might have to. Let me write that one down too.
You got another pick?
A lot of good ones in this thing. Yeah, I want to talk to you guys about one that's actually, it's actually a RWA itself, and that's the MCO2.
NCO2.
MCO2.
You said NC?
M is in Michael.
Oh, MCO2?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on now. Mars Carbon Credit?
Yeah. And it touts itself as the most, the first and the most liquid carbon credit token out there.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up a quick comment that Shizzy put up here. Would RWAs be considered? Would carbon credits be considered RWAs? So is that what we're answering right now?
Yep. Yeah. You know what's crazy? You asked that question because when we were planning for this stream, I was thinking about that myself. I was like, is RWA a real world asset? And I thought about it like, well, yeah, carbon is a real world asset. It's about to be one of the most rare real world assets in the world pretty soon. So yeah,
okay.
I think Shizzy, I think they would be considered RWAs. But this, this Moss credit token is one that I've been scooping up because it is the actual the token. And they helping out the rainforest and stuff like that, helping the Amazon. I don't know, a lot of people don't believe in the global warming anymore, but hey,
shit, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like here, man.
But this token came on my radar because it was on Coinbase. It was on Coinbase, and the trading volume was like $1,500 or something stupid low. And it caused me to look into it, and it was right around the time that I've been looking at other carbon credits, but they're big in Latin America. So
yeah, I see they tweet in Spanish. They tweet in Spanish. I don't know none.
Yeah,
I'm trying to learn some Espanol, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Duolingo right now, so I'm gonna try a little harder.
That Duolingo for 6 months.
Yeah, man. So this is your pick right here.
Yeah, I really like this one. I'm following this one. Huh?
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, I'm really following this one pretty close and pretty nice. They got connections at Coinbase, which is why they were able to get listed.
Okay. We got Jaws here that says, what about Tangible? Have you heard of Tangible?
I don't know. I don't. Tangible. Let me pull that up.
Let me see. Tangible. Is that a token on here? Is this a real world asset token?
TNGBL. That's the
T. Massive fully diluted market cap and low max supply. I wonder what the supply is.
Yeah, fully diluted market cap is pretty high. Total supply.
Real USD real estate. Choose a better money. Oh, it's a real world pick right now.
Okay. Yeah. Tangible. That logo looks familiar.
I actually thought it was something else though. Money that is better by design. Real estate backed, daily yield. So this is a real estate altcoin here. Create, trade, and redeem tangible NFTs. Tangible converts real-world assets into tangible NFTs, TNFTs that can be redeemed for physical product at any time. Oh,
Yeah, hold up. Hey, I think you might have just put us onto something right here. I'm looking at the website. They got wines, gold bars.
yo, he talked
watches.
about this in a Discord. This is Josh. He talked about this in a Discord with their wine chain. Right, but I was thinking of another like altcoin out, not altcoin, but NFT project that was kind of doing the same thing for. I'm following them. When was I following them? Hey, I'm following too many people.
Yeah, I was gonna say I literally had to go through and delete some of the people I was following. Like, let me
Caviar.
re-hone in. Yeah, introducing Caviar.
Altcoin Buzz talked about them a few days ago.
Was
Top
that
5 moonshot cryptos on a Polygon-matic chain? This might be something we need to look into, man.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right here. You can buy gold bars. They got wines. Real estate.
Also,
so
Josh, how's that trip, Josh? You ain't tell us, man. How was that trip, man? We thought you was lost at sea. Yeah, I'm actually liking this, man. We got to take a deeper dive on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Following these guys too. What the heck? I'm following too many projects at this point in time.
Gotta narrow it down. That's the hardest part, is narrowing it down sometimes.
Yeah, I don't even want to try to narrow it down anymore. I got to the point where I know I'm going into the next bull run, because in the next bull run, these shiny projects are going to be coming out. You're going to be like, oh, me what? You're going to be like the kid at the candy store just grabbing all the candy. Like, yeah, I want this, I want this, I want that. And
yeah, you got to predetermine that you want it before the bear market. You got to predetermine that you believe in it, or else you probably ain't gonna reap the rewards.
Yeah. What also doesn't help is that I get into so many private sales that eventually they add to my like portfolio at the end of the day. Like Sophiaverse recently just came out, and it's doing X's right now, and it's looking good on the portfolio. And we got Layer 0 coming out very soon, right? I ain't gonna lie. This leads me to talking. If you guys want to get into some upcoming project private sales, you guys got to join that Patreon, man. We're getting into some big projects. I think the next big project I'm trying to bring over is called Twin Protocol. Covered it a while ago. Working on it, bringing it over right now. This is going to be probably the next play that's going to pump out of the Singularity ecosystem, right? Not too many people are talking about it right now, but you guys have heard it here again, right? Have you heard of Twin Protocol?
No, I haven't. Twin Protocol?
Yeah, Twin Protocol. It's basically, I don't know if you heard the term phygital, where it's physical, bringing into this digital world, right? They're basically bringing a physical version of you into the digital world.
Yeah, is it like the technology is going to be doing that, or is it like a chain, or?
It's the technology. They're in the Singularity Net ecosystem right now.
Singularity.
Yeah, Singularity Net. Wow,
yeah, I like Singularity. Yeah, Singularity was.
Yeah. Hold up, I bought up Tangible. You bought up Tangible a month ago. The Big E. I'm trying to tell you, yo. You probably was the reason I'm following them. I don't know. I'm too many altcoins is on the radar, right? It's too many altcoins. Right. And you said at $3. Oh, you up.
Yeah, you winning.
And it's down.
That don't even look like that looks like it's barely beginning too.
Oh, nah, look at the chart. Yeah, he right, yo. Since $3, since the month of July started, it's just been a bullish month for it. Got to that high of
$20. They must have had some information, like something released.
That was just a day ago too, so it's down 46% right now. And it hit its all-time low at 86 cents 5 months ago. Yeah, I might have to. Yo, the Big E and Jaws, do y'all know the circulating supply of this altcoin right now? Let me know on stream. Do you got another pick while we wait for them?
Let me go on the stream. No, that was all my RWAs that I'm holding right now.
All right, I got two more I'm going to talk about here. I got two more. One that's upcoming and one that's out right now. One is called Maple Finance. This is at $6 right now, up 2.3%. Great tokenomics, and I mean great tokenomics. You can see it as at 7.9 million of the circulating supply out of the max supply of $10 million, right? Fully diluted is 60. They got a TVL of 1.9 million. All-time high was a year ago where it hit $68.20. So I believe as this RWA narrative comes around, this is going to be something that a lot of people are going to look into as well. They have $2.1 billion loaned out already, right? $46 million interest earned, and they have 19 active loans as of right now. So you guys can check out the pools on that. I'm going to just make it pretty quick for you guys, right? Pretty quick, right? Then the next upcoming altcoin, I made an upcoming altcoin video for this, right? These guys is something I want you guys to keep on your radar as of right now. They're actually integrated into pretty much all the top RWA altcoins that we talked about a little bit in this stream here, right? It's a DeFi protocol aggregating tokenized credits, bringing liquidity, composability, and efficiency to RWAs. What got me onto their radar is they recently raised $2 million in the pre-sale run, right? This actually had Circle Ventures behind them. So Circle is behind them, Digital Currency, Stratos. Some people like Stratos, right? You got some other notable names in here as well. Archblock. So this is pretty good here. They only raised $2 million. It's still very early on, as you can see from their following count. I remember I got a tweet today. People saying, he said, don't invest in a project because of their following count, because it could be fake or whatever. I was trying to tell a guy, I was just pointing out how early you are into these projects sometimes. Whether they buy followers or not, if you catch an altcoin at this low of a following count and then you look in 2 weeks from now, it's at like 100K. Some may be fake, some may be real. You just got to look at who covered it and why they popped off so fast, right? But it's just a point that I put out there. But what I was trying to tell people for Alloy X right now is they are integrated into pretty much the RWA altcoins that we've talked about so far. You got Goldfinch here. I don't know about this one. I actually think I do. That looks familiar. Maple Finance. I just talked about this. Clearpool. You got True something. And then this one is another one that I forgot. And then they're also integrated into Centrifuge. So they're already integrated into a bunch of these RWA plays. And this is just an upcoming project right now. I can't launch the app because I do need to put a VPN to try it out, right?
Yeah.
So
what's their so what do they do at LA? Let me see right here.
Right now you can see they're essentially looking to make RWAs a little bit more liquid. That's just a short term right now. Right? Okay. They got new thematic vaults right now. You can see here for their junior vault here. And this is what they're
borrowing and lending.
Yeah, this is with Goldfinch right now. So they have a Goldfinch partnership or integration, whatever, working collaboration, whatever you guys want to call it, right? But I took a whole deep dive into it, and there's already $5 million locked up already in it. 9 credits, 9 integrated credit protocols. So I think as RWAs get bigger and the credit protocols get bigger, they may also integrate into a lot of different altcoins. So put that on your radar right now. You're still early on. Not too many people know about this. You can see here, not too many people really know about this. But see, we got some comments here. Havoc is a diamond, bros. Do your research. This project definitely in the bull run will do numbers. This is from XXI Gaming. Thank you for the $5 tip. Keep grinding, bro. Forever support. Thanks. Stratos is a gem main. So have you heard of Havoc?
I haven't heard of Havoc. I have heard of Stratos though.
Yeah. What isn't Stratos also a data storage protocol?
Yeah.
Let me pull up Havoc.
Centralized data mesh.
I don't know about Havoc, but I don't see it here. Maybe we see it on CoinMarketCap real quick.
Okay, I'll check Twitter while you do that.
And now we definitely could just look at different altcoins. Any altcoins you're looking at right now, you just let me know in the comments. You too, Jay.
Yeah.
Well, any altcoins you guys want us to pull up, we're gonna go for a little bit just a little bit longer. What is Havoc here? It's at a $7 million market cap, fully diluted. It's fully diluted already. What is this?
Fully diluted is always good in my opinion.
I think that's everybody's opinion right there. I see an altcoin fully diluted already. Everything is all out. Yeah. Let me check out what they doing real quick. It's a multi-wallet sniping, autopilot, profit taking, stop loss, anti-rug, enhance your game, increase profits, and I don't know. This is something about trading for DeFi.
Yeah. Is it an aggregator or?
I think it's a sniper tool, right? Because they got multi-wallet sniping, automated profit taking, stop loss. So it's something about trading within DeFi. Yeah, I don't really see too much for it. How you feel about this right now? I want to pull this up. I talk about this. Oh, is it trending right now? It is trending right now.
Which one?
GameSwift? Yeah, it's trending right now, man. It is trending right now. Okay, it's back down 12%, but earlier today it was up 60%, man. 60%. Have you looked at GameSwift? I think I told you last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you the person who mentioned this one? I think
oh hell yeah!
I started talking about this video.
Yeah, I started talking about this so early on. They're looking to become the immutable X for the Matic chain, man.
Okay, so like changes for NFTs?
Huh?
Chain for NFTs?
You said chain for NFTs, not
like
for
a chain. Like you said, it's trying to be immutable X for Matic.
Yeah, but for the gaming side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for gaming, this is like going to be the gaming hub, like the preferred chain for Matic. Any games I want to build on to Matic, they're going to be building on GameSwift here. So it's like the preferred chain for them. They got the award from Matic. Funny thing is, they try to build on Terra Luna. I've seen this I don't know if you watch Ivan on Tech, but because he streams like at 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
But I sometimes wake up at like 5:30, 5 o'clock, and I watch that quick stream real quick. And they was trying to build on Terra Luna, but of course that's not viable anymore. And they're super bullish on it. You know, the only thing about it is like it's a 4% of its supply being out, which is crazy.
Okay, that's pretty low.
But low supply right now. So I do think in the short term this has the opportunity to run really quick. And when I had seen it like this, let me see. 7 days. Look at this jump from 8 cents to 16 cents. You just 2x'd.
It's 2x, yeah.
In 1 day. Just 2x. And this guy here, I covered it in a video earlier today. Talking about anything with the name Swift and it makes you money, man. Email dynamic Horde. What is Horde?
Horde. Let me pull up Horde because I've heard of it before.
Horde.
Okay, Horde migrated from their old contract, so they migrated to Arbitrum, away from Binance chain.
And I think we're gonna have to have a conversation about the best layer 2s. There's so much going on right now.
So much going on. Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta have one about layer 2s, layer 1s. Then we got the underlying
layer 1s. You got a favorite layer 1 right now? If you had to pick, you got a favorite layer 1?
I don't have a favorite. It's not a favorite of mine, but it's one that's a sleeper, and that's Rose. I was going to talk about it when you said let's talk about RWAs, but I didn't bring it up because they're doing a lot more than just RWA. It's like another version of Ethereum or whatever.
Oh, we could bring that up. We could talk a little bit about Rose.
Yeah.
Right now, my favorite layer 1, it looks like it has taken to become my favorite layer 1. Astar. We talked about it earlier.
Oh yeah.
This is MVE boost. Stake your Ethereum securely. Okay,
let's see. Simple. I think Ethereum staking is going to be a huge narrative because the institutions, they want to get in on staking Ethereum, but for some reason, they need custody partners. They need all this other stuff. They can't just download the blockchain and start staking themselves.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with that one. I thought Rocket Pool was going to take off.
Yeah. They actually did some numbers, though.
They did, right? Yeah.
They did some numbers in the middle of the bear market. I think if it was if it was bull market status and Rocket Pool had, half of the stuff that they had going on, and they had a big YouTube. Chico Crypto was making a video about it like once a week.
Yeah, he puts people onto big narratives.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like a quick pump and dump, and then it's not. But it's just how it is. Did you see about him and another like polka dot influencer like going at it because of how much they paid this polka dot influencer, and he doesn't get the reach that Chico gets?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that was. I mean, I hate when I see other people hating on people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
is it Oasis Network?
yeah, Oasis Network. Yeah.
Bring this up real quick.
And I was.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm a little biased. I got a chance to like, sit and talk with the team like of Oasis Network in San Francisco one time, and they just put me up on so many different things that they're building. But
so put us on. What are you doing? Put us on.
Okay, so the difference is the way that they do privacy in Rose is not like any other blockchain. So the institutions love it, right? Because you want to be able to share certain data and get certain data without actually sharing certain data and getting certain data. So they're just bringing privacy to the forefront of everything that they're doing. So I think privacy is kind of one of those things that's really slept on, and I think some protocols, or especially if you're trying to do institutionals, stuff like that, a lot of protocols are just kind of kicking it down the line, like, oh, we'll get to privacy when we get to it. It'll be something we can tag on later, and if people want it, they can have it. But starting with everything being private from the get-go, I think is kind of slept on right now.
Yeah.
And the ecosystem is huge. They got about at least, I'll see if I can find it right now, but they got about at least 50 projects working with them and building on top.
So this is a layer one that's already got a thriving eco, right?
Yeah, it's got a thriving ecosystem, and it's just like, in my opinion, the market cap is just not, it's not showing up compared to some other chains that are doing the same thing,
Yeah, so
go back up real quick. Like, look at some of those dApps built, built on Oasis. You got multi-chain, Ledger, Wormhole, Covalent. Like, these are some BAM protocol. These are some pretty big underlying technologies in the eco and DeFi ecosystem. So, and then of course that, like, if you got $200 million to give to other projects to build, yeah.
I probably skipped over this a little bit because I'm not too big on privacy as a narrative, because I already seen how it was already attacked. Monero was being attacked. It's not talked about much anymore. I think Tornado Cash messed it up.
Oh yeah. I see. But in that regard, see, look, I'm not very big on privacy currencies either. You know what I'm saying? Like Monero, Dash, and a lot of them can be hacked or traced anyway. So like, having privacy coins, I think, is the problem, and that's what the government's hating on. But privacy protocols, like, being able to share data in a private way is huge, because like, that's what companies do, right? Like, if I'm a supplier and I got two buyers, and these two buyers like feel like they're getting ripped off or something like that, they can share information without actually sharing information. Like, it creates yeah.
How you feel about Hydra DX right now? Have you heard of it?
I don't think I heard of Hydra DX.
So this is like another DEX in the Polkadot ecosystem for all the like Polkadot altcoins, essentially. Black Capital here brings it up. He brought it up last stream as well. We couldn't see his comment because I think YouTube like blocked it because his name. And I'm not going to repeat it, but
Yeah.
So
I had to look at it real quick. Okay.
He compared, like, he always likes this one right here. I like it. I told someone else that for this to really succeed, the Polkadot ecosystem and Polkadot in general needs to succeed. I'm starting to see a lot of people are disheartened on Polkadot. They're not really interested too much in Polkadot, and that's how I think is going to take over when 2.0 comes out. Because I'm not betting against Gavin, whatever.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not betting against any of those first Ethereum guys. Gavin.
Exactly.
what's the name? Vitalik.
Vitalik. You got what's his name?
So I know you big on Luxo.
Space Hunter guy. What's his name? Charles Hoskinson.
Charles Hoskinson. I mean, Charles Hoskinson is my least favorite.
I'm indifferent. I don't really care as long as their products that they put out works.
Yeah.
I'm most likely not gonna probably be holding a lot of their main, like I'm not gonna be holding Polkadot. I'm going to long it, but I'm not gonna be holding actually tokens of it. So I just want the product to work and I want their ecosystem to succeed because I'm going to be investing into the ecosystem more than the actual token, more than the actual blockchain.
Exactly.
And you said Luxo?
Luxo, yeah, because that's created by Fabian.
Yo, I think I got some of the Luxo guys following me on my NFT page though.
Yeah.
Because I know these guys are for fashion, right? The fashion blockchain.
Well, they started off in fashion because Fabian's wife, she's a fashion lady. So they really just took the Luxo blockchain and started like kind of using it as, I would say, like a test net. They started building on top of it with their dematerialized, it's like a fashion type of NFT brand that they release products on. But this guy, is the most slept on of all those founders and probably the top one in my opinion, because he wrote the ERC20 standard and sent it to Vitalik. And his project, out of all of the founders, his project has not went up to the, hasn't reached the level of some of these other projects by a long shot. Luxo just went to mainnet. I think it's LYX now.
Okay, so that's okay. I'm just looking at some of his comments here. I'm gonna pull up the other mainnet right now.
Yeah.
And then male and female dynamic says Happy will have his day. How you feel about Happy?
I like Happy. So we used to have a joke on my channel and in my group or whatever. We used to talk about Happy because I think I made a video. I had a live stream and somebody talked to me about Happy, and then I made a video about it, and then Happy hit like a couple days later, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, Happy, we always joke and say we'll make a lot of people happy. It's the worst joke in the world, but it's funny because we made a lot of money with it.
Terrible.
Hey, when you 10x or something like that, it becomes funny.
It's called Lux World or
Luxo? No, I think you got it wrong right there. I think it's supposed to be LYX. They just had the LYXE was their you can see right there it's LYX now. The LYXE was like their pre-ICO token. They had like an ICO that lasted like 2 years.
Happy protocol, man. I am big on cybersecurity. I think cybersecurity is actually going to be taken over by AI. Because I did bring up a project on the channel. I'm trying to remember the name of the project right now off the top of my head. Goddamn. It's either Olympics AI, or what's the other one? Giza protocol. These two are going to be one of them actually, because I don't remember which one it was. I talked about it, but I don't remember right now. They're still they're in the funding stage right now, but they're essentially tackling cybersecurity on the blockchain with AI. So I think that is going to be another development that we're going to look at. But Happy protocol, I'm pretty bullish on. They have that integration into MetaMask. MetaMask are using them for, basically giving you guys good details on the tokens and things like that. So Happy, yes, and good tokenomics, and
definitely, I agree.
What'd you say?
No, I said I second Happy for sure.
Yeah, Happy is definitely one of those. BlackRock, Black Capital says, I need 1,000x coin. Show me. Do you got 1,000x coin for him?
1,000x coin. Oh man, a lot of these have potential, but we all looking.
We are looking. Let me throw one out. Let me see. I'm gonna throw one out.
Okay, one that okay. So this is one that you can be like, all right, it has a good chance of hitting 1,000x.
All right, I'm gonna throw one out. Let me go find it real quick. 1,000x potential. 1,000x is hard. You gotta go into like these crazy low cap altcoins, man, like micro caps. I'm not gonna try to cover anything that other people covered. So give me a second while we look up Happy, named after the Nile River. Is that true?
I don't know. It might be.
Happy name.
How would Happy be named after the Nile River? Where do we get Happy from? I need to know the story. I believe it because it sounds like just some random info. There's probably a story to it.
Yeah, I'm still finding this right now. 1000x, yo, 1000x is freaking hard, bro.
1000x. So that we're talking 1 million. That's 1 million to 1 billion, right?
Pretty much. That's pretty much turning 1,000 into, what is that? $1 million?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
it's possible because it's happened. I mean, you know, I hit 3. I hit 3.
3,000 Xers?
Yes.
Shit.
DOS, Omi, and DAG. And I'm still only bullish on one. Like, I'm still super bullish on only one of them. I think it'll do some numbers again.
All right, let me see. I think it's going to have to be in the gaming sector. I believe a game to take off is going to an altcoin that take off is either going to be a very low cap AI altcoin, like a very low cap AI altcoin, or a gaming AI altcoin, right? And I'm gonna throw it out there.
Gaming AI altcoin. Okay.
I'm gonna see. Oh, this is tough, boy. This is tough. Yeah. But here, I got it. I'm gonna just you let me know what you think. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, like, because I have a lot of them that I'm expected to do numbers.
I got some other ones. Actually, I'm gonna talk about one that potentially.
Okay, how about this? We'll make it a little easier. Let's do 1000x, but then something more like 100x. Because I think 100x is a little more, realistic when it comes to.
I'm gonna do 1000x right here. It fits the narrative that we're talking about. It fits the topic that we're talking about as of right now.
Okay.
Which is RWAs. Nasdaq.
Okay.
Fits the RWA narrative. It's about under $1 million market cap. And whoa. It's gonna be tough, but right now, when you go onto their website, they already have some partnerships with some of the altcoins that we've talked about in the whole narrative. Excuse me. They have like a partnership with Leo X. They have a partnership with Router Protocol. As you can see here, investors and partners. You got Band Protocol behind them.
Band Protocol.
Where's the other?
Router
Protocol.
Router's a sleeper. If y'all not into Router, like Router is a sleeper for sure.
And another partnership that they have is Relio, man. They got Relio Fund behind them. You can see.
Is that Relio or is that Rio?
That's the Rio. That's their Rio Fund.
Rio DeFi?
No, that's Relio. This is Relio.
Oh, okay. I do like Rio.
Unless I'm mistaken here, I don't know. I'm pretty
that
sure
that looks like the Rio DeFi. If you look at Rio, that looks like their.
I thought this was Relio, but I may be wrong.
RFuel, yeah.
It is art. Okay. Damn, we haven't talked about that in a long time. But
yeah, we haven't talked about RFuel in a minute.
But they got some other investors behind them.
I could be wrong.
But definitely some good partnerships. They tackling different things in
fractional ownership,
the whole RWA sector here. And you could go ahead. I bought some tokens, of course. And I just left it in their protocol to stake it. They're giving out some staking APYs right now. Let's see if we can launch that. So under $1 million market cap, this could do well. You let me know though.
It's under $1 million market cap.
It's under $1 million. Coin market cap shows something different than CoinGecko.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah.
Right. So I'll show you on CoinGecko here as well. So this has the potential to 1000x in the whole RWA narrative here. Oh, see, coin market cap shows it at 100,000. Now I don't know if this is really real, but this is my like Hail Mary play. Throw a few $100 in this and just forget about it.
Yeah.
Don't even look at it, and then don't even look at it until the next bull, mid-cycle next bull, and then just open your portfolio to like $1 million.
Okay, Nasdaq.
So I got that. And then the one I was actually going to pull up that I think has the opportunity, the potential to do something is Decimated. Now, Decimated is in the gaming sector on the Solana chain at a $2 million market cap. Now, some people may not think that actual gaming projects will take over, but I think there's going to be a few gaming projects that actual gaming altcoins that will do well. They have to have good graphics and they have to be streamable. I'm gonna keep saying it. Has to be streamable. Somebody on Kick has to be able to play the game, and everyone could just watch them. Right. So this had hype last bull right now. It had hype last bull. How you feel about this one?
Okay, Decimated. So it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game.
Okay, I never heard about it. I gotta look more into it. Have you heard of CFI? I know you're a big gaming guy.
Oh, CFI, of course. I say that's the best launch pad.
How do you feel about the Meadowlands game?
Meadowlands?
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that one.
It's supposed to be like the first person shooter. And this, I think, Citizen Finance.
It's called PvP. I've seen it shield on Twitter. I don't know. Is it this one?
Yeah, that's the website. I'm not sure what that PvP token is, but that's the Meadowlands.gg.
And they give us
they're on Polygon.
I gotta look into this. We got some other tweets here. I said tweets. Wow. Oh my god. Got some other comments here. Shizzy says Ganium. I agree. I love Ganium. They actually just put out their the DAO voted on the proposal on what is going to be coming out. So it seems like we're going to be getting tokenomics 2.0 for them. And then Jaws says Hive Mapper is low key. Jaws, don't be giving out these plays to everybody. This is on the deep end narrative that I brought out earlier. Hive Mapper is probably going to be something that people are going to look at as well. But he says overvalued at the moment, needs to buy at 1 cent. And one of the biggest games, it's going to be one game for the metaverse and RWAs. NSDX crappy tokenomics. Yes, that's why it's that. If you want 1,000xer, you're going to find in a dumpster. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You're going to find it in the dumpster as of right now. Some altcoins that are like at $10 million market cap could 1,000x.
Yeah, well, let me when it comes to that. Okay, look, with my first 1,000x, it was DOS, right? So what happened was, that did take forever.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the first 1,000x that I ever got, it was actually because of bad tokenomics. There was only a certain amount of coins in circulation, and then that price, that hype came in with the low supply of tokens, which got me my 1,000x. But then after that, maybe like a year later, you had inflation like crazy. I forgot what the release mechanism was, or to release new tokens, but that was the tokenomics being bad actually got me those gains in the beginning. I was able to sell. So it's not, with bad tokenomics, not a long-term play. It's more of a short-term type of thing.
I agree. That actually, good point, bro. Good point. I'm going to ask you for a quick, your 1,000x altcoin that's coming up, but I do want to show this because now that, Shizzy says 1,000x is going to come for like a metaverse or a, gaming project, that brings me up to Sophiaverse, right? Sophiaverse could 1,000x. I'll put it at a $6 billion market cap, right? Is my math right? At a $6 billion market cap, that could happen with Sophiaverse. And like you said, terrible tokenomics. They have a 3-month cliff right now. No tokens are going to be coming for right now. After that, the tokens don't get in. The tokens do not come into circulation for another 3 years. Like, it slowly comes to circulation for another 3 years. So there's a potential that we could see 1,000x. I got to shill it again. The private sale. We got into the private sale of this. So for me, this has the opportunity 1,000x way before people buying it at $6 million market cap, right? So that's to me. But let me ask you, what's your thoughts on Sophiaverse and what's your 1,000x altcoin?
Okay, 1000x altcoin. I would have to say it's gonna be in the carbon credits narrative. So I'm gonna
I
go
already know where
with,
you're going.
yeah, Dovu. Go ahead and do it. Right
Yep.
now, this is the only one that I'm like, oh man, I could see this one doing those numbers just based on what I mentioned in the last stream. Like the carbon credit narrative, it's asleep right now, but it's actually not. Everybody behind the scenes is looking for carbon credits, and one of the reasons why is because like when I went to Africa, and I went to a DeFi summit in Africa, this was one of the main things that they were talking about. It was like every company that's doing some type of energy business or doing anything by making it, making a couple little adjustments here and there is now getting carbon credits, and um, and other companies are looking at trying to get to them. So like below a $1 million market cap, I got to double check on other places to make sure that's the actual market cap or
Okay.
the circulating
So let me
supply.
get you
But
me. Let me get this right. You think Africa is going to be the big boom for carbon credits?
yeah, I think Africa might jump that off a little bit because
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I think they're gonna be the first or one of the things like that. I actually think the West is gonna be first. So I think US, because of how we are in the US, probably us and Canada, we're gonna be dumping the most money into these things. We're gonna be pumping these prices, the most,
Okay.
because you got, like, put it this way, I'll just say this about the carbon credit narrative. If Shell, and Chevron, just two companies, only two companies, they're some of the biggest companies in the world, but just two companies. If they're gonna hit their carbon credit narratives that they want to hit by 2030, the market is gone. There's no more supply. Those two companies would clean out every single carbon credit in existence right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta take a deeper dive into carbon credits.
so yeah,
Side
and
note: I'm African, so
that's
I'm
why I'm
excited.
so yeah. It's pretty exciting. That's why I'm so big on it, just because there's not going to be enough to go around, and it's going to have to happen real fast, and the governments are going to be behind it. So it's going to be some real unnatural things happening when the government say, hey, we need to do this, there's money for it, and it needs to happen now. We can see some real unnatural price growth. And yeah, blue carbon credits are the most. I'm actually doing, I have
Bro,
my own project that I'm working on. I don't really like to shill it a lot until I get more things going.
chill it, because I don't
But
even know what blue carbon credits are, or green credits, or white credits. What is this?
okay,
We got
so the
racism
different type of
credits.
credits, the different type of credits are just referring to where they come from, right? So with carbon credits, all like one of the main things about it is like we're trying to save the globe, right? So you got different types of pollution. You got water pollution, air pollution, like trees, land, just regular land and stuff like that. So the blue credits are the most expensive because it has to do with any type of water, right? And for those who don't know, like all of our air, 90% of our air comes from water and algae, things like that. So the blue credits are kind of, where the money's at when it comes to like where the investors are. So if you see a token that's working with, hey, we're going to be doing stuff with blue carbon credits. Mangroves are, they absorb the most carbon and give us some of the most oxygen. So I'm working on a project right now called Ohana DAO, and it's going to be a DAO because I want it to be like decentralized structure and everything. But we're working with some people who are actually planting trees and mangroves. So I don't really want to talk about it till we get a ton of trees in the ground and all this stuff. But
Bet. We gonna need you to come back on this channel, talk about these again. We might have to have just a quick stream about carbon credits, because mad
yeah,
interesting. I don't know nothing about it just yet, because I haven't took a deep dive into that side
mhm.
of crypto yet. But of course, I'm going to take your
Yeah,
guy.
it's such a slept on narrative, and it's gonna be like across the board where you see carbon credits popping off. But like in crypto, it was just like the way that DeFi is set up and the way that carbon credits are set up. It's like a match made in heaven. It's like, because you have the immutability of the blockchain is kind of solving a lot of the problems that people have with the carbon, in general. But yeah, we can get into that more for sure.
Yeah. Gems dealer asked this twice. How do you feel about Hollow Chain here? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was huge on Hollow. Like
Me
last
too.
bull, not last
Hmm.
bull. Actually, 2 years ago, I was big on them when they were supposed to put out their Hollow ports. I don't know if it's out yet because I have not kept up with them at all. Um, it's been a long time since they was on my radar. How do you feel about Hollow?
It's been a while since I've looked at them. Like you said, I was really in the first bull run. They had a huge narrative and they had a huge thing, but they seem to be, at least as far as like hype wise, they seem to be sleep. Um, with getting the community excited about them. But then so
Hold
is
up.
Polkadot. But
So they're now a decentralized storage system, a cloud
centralized cloud
hosted
hosting
marketplace.
market to
Was they
people.
always like that, or was it they were
I
supposed to be
don't
like
think
a
so. Yeah,
hollow chain?
yeah.
Like
It was something else before. Hollow is a distributed cloud hosting
I thought it
marketplace.
was supposed to be, not it was not a blockchain, but it's a hollow whatever. Damn, yeah, things are changing. I gotta
Yeah,
look into this.
yeah. You know what? I'm always okay. I'm always a little weary on those projects that were something different when they first came, and now there's something completely different. You know,
I,
like they
yeah.
switched up their entire narrative of what the chain is used for.
So the Big E here put out a comment here. You guys should take a look at BitRock. Stealth launch and all of his coins are in circulation. Mainnet just went live, still in the early stages. Now, I've seen this. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen this talked about a lot on Twitter. I did take a quick glance at it, but when I took a quick glance at it and I saw where it was at, I said, I do not want to be the exit liquidity just yet. Let me wait and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Have you heard of these yet?
No, I haven't heard of Big Rock.
So apparently, I guess all the tokens is
Oh, B
circling.
Rock. I actually have heard of this. There
I
was
don't know why it says infinite right here though.
it was pumping. Oh yeah, we might
Pumping.
have to
Look
look it
at
up.
this. Since the month, it just came out. Stealth launch, 17th. It was under a penny. Where we at right now? We at 27 cents.
27 cents.
Jesus, wasn't we talking about like roll to 1000x?
Yeah, that's it's up on the way right now.
If you got right here, you on the way. You on the way, my boy. Let me man.
Okay, bitrock.io. Let's see. Yeah, all-time high was 1 day ago, and all-time low. So it's not even that. It's not that old.
It's not old. I don't even want to like. I seen the pump it had, and I'm just like, I don't know just yet if I want to like look into it. But like I said, I don't want to be people exit liquidity. Maybe if I give it some time, I just want to keep pumping, and I'm gonna be upset. But I don't know yet. How you feel about this? This is gonna be another layer 1 here, right? Is this a layer 1? Yeah.
I believe this is layer 2.
Layer 2? Another layer 2 that's out.
Yeah,
Right?
BitRock layer 2 EVM compatible blockchain.
So like I said, we gotta have this stream about layer 2s, man.
But we gotta have a stream about layer 2s. It's coming to the point. Okay, there's always a point where we kind of see like a peak of euphoria, and like how on the chart like things like peak out and then they just come down. We see that with narratives already too, and I feel like we're at the peak of this layer 2 narrative. Like, stop making layer 2s. Like, go find somebody making a layer 2 and go help them. Like, stop making your own layer 2s at this
how many layer 2s do we actually need in this space?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like how many do we need?
Because I don't know if you know about all the layer 2s that's about to come out yet, but I've talked about them. There's a few that's going to be coming out, but the thing is, they're forking Optimism. Optimism is doing their super chain.
Yeah.
And they're forking Optimism to make their own, chain. You got Base. I want to talk about Base because Base is popping off right now.
Yeah. They actually have developers too and money to.
Yeah, there's some tokens popping off on Base right now. One is called Bald, which is the meme token on the ecosystem. So that is going to be another one. I think you got another one called it's an NFT layer 2. It's an NFT layer 2. I forgot the name of it, but I put it all in my video talking about, is Optimism the best layer 2, as it's becoming the most forked layer 2 as of right now. So that's going to be a discussion we're going to have because a lot more people like Arbitrum, but I think Optimism might have a little something here.
Yeah. I've used both chains and I like the Arbitrum chain better, and it's cheaper and faster. Like when I started using OP, I was like, I could use Ethereum if I wanted to pay $5 for a transaction,
Yeah.
So,
have you heard of Climate DAO?
Yeah. So yeah, it's carbon credit token. Yes, I am bullish on Climate DAO, but one of the main reasons that I'm bullish on Climate DAO, if you go back to CoinGecko and look at the all-time high of this token, and then
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at where it's at right now, and then look at the circulating supply.
Oh boy.
So this, I couldn't help but be bullish on this, because as the market cap grows and any point in the any point in the bull run, that most of that's going to show up just in the price, because a lot of these tokens are in circulation already. The thing, when this thing came out, it had a similar mechanism. You remember Olympic Dow? It had like super high APYs. Everybody jumped. Yeah, they did the same thing. So they modeled their token release on Olympic Dow.
Oh, hold on, bro. 34 million in TVL, higher than his market cap.
Yeah, higher than the market cap in TVL. So they're
but it's a rebase token. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about rebase?
Rebase, okay. I'm gonna be 100. I was just getting to that. I was gonna say the product itself is gonna be big. It's one of the movers in that, but like it being a rebase token, it's very hard for me to get like super bullish on it, because one, I've only lost in rebase tokens. Two, I'm still to this day trying to figure out exactly how different rebase tokens work. So I am like bullish on this token. I think it can do numbers, coming back around, but I think it get maybe halfway to the all-time high, put it that way.
Yo, rebase token has screwed a lot of people. I want to know if going into the next bull run, will people actually want to mess with rebase tokens?
I think if there's a reason for it, like if there's a smart reason for it, but honestly, I feel like with rebase tokens, I don't think so. I feel like the rebase tokens they create all that hype in the beginning, with the prices being super high, and then they rebase, and then people are just stuck holding.
Yeah. Jaws also asked right here, Frax Layer 2, Frax Chain seems interesting, coming at the end of this year. Do you know about Frax Chain?
Yeah, I know about Frax. I didn't know they had a Layer 2. Is that?
I didn't know they. Yo,
is
so
that the
is
same?
everything?
Is that the same Frax? I mean, because Frax is
Frax,
kind of a big part of.
I'm sure it's this one. I'm sure it's this one. You know what's funny? I sometimes compare a lot of my coins to Frax itself, because I didn't know why Frax was this high.
Really?
So
yeah, Frax.
Like I'll probably compare some coins to like Shiba Inu and be like, yo, let me ask you this, because I think this is how you feel. Where do you think meme coins should be when in the next top 10, in the next bull run, in the top 10? Do you think there should be any meme coins in the top 10?
I don't think so, but I know there will be. Like I can't deny the fact that there will be. There's always going to be that group of people who are degens. You know what I mean? There's always going to be that, and it's not even degens. Like I think meme coins just feed on that whole like you can get rich quick idea, and like whenever you got people coming into crypto, that's the first thing they look for. Like, oh, I got a friend who made 100x or something. I want to make 100x, or
that's facts.
So that like those tokens really get people like involved and get people going. Like I couldn't deny that once Dogecoin started popping, and then Shiba Inu popped off, and then Floki popped off, I was like, all right, now we're in something that I don't understand. I need to take a step back and try to understand it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the only time I've been so close-minded is when it comes to meme. Yeah, I don't know why people keep I keep watching it, right? Like I keep watching it. People are investing into memes. They make a lot of money in the beginning. Like somebody, the story, you hear the stories. Somebody turned $10 into $1 million or whatever. One just happened with Pepe, right? But the balls that you need to have to hold for that long for it to become that big, and then not want to dump on other people, because I believe that memes are supposed to be community tokens. How are you going to be a community token if you take your profits?
I mean, honestly, all the community token, we're family, that's BS. Everybody's here to make that money.
That's it.
And I feel like, but the thing is like you do see a lot of newer people getting into crypto, into these meme coins. Like for me and you, we sat here and we talked about at least 30 different tokens with different use cases. They're building things, they're doing stuff for us to use, but then the meme coin is not doing anything to use. Like the only promise of it is gains, so it's like people are always going to be into gains, and they're always going to FOMO. But I think that's
crypto is PvP, like player versus player, but when it comes down to memes, that's the super PvP type sector of crypto, man.
I like, and then I think people who invest in memes, they kind of go into it with at least like me and my friends, when we're gonna buy a meme coin, like, oh, you heard of this meme coin, what is it, like the BRC20s? You heard of these meme coins?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's buy one and hope that I get a 10x. It's not really like, oh, I'm buying the future of whatever so. And I think that's always going to be there, but I also don't like it because I think, if Gov really wants to try to like shut us up and shut us down, they're just going to go after meme coins and be like, what is this?
So Khaled says, what do you think about Realm? Now, I'm pretty big on Realm. Like, it's the first mobile metaverse. I have been talking about this when I talk about a lot of like low cap metaverse plays. I do talk about Realm, but I haven't talked a lot about Realm because you got the new projects coming out. You got Sophiaverse out now.
Yeah.
You got Ganium that's taken over with the partnership with with the working collaboration with Meta. Blocktopia is still doing its things in the background, even though I don't like their team. You got Meta Hero. There's so many metaverse plays that I still do like Realm, and I do like when I see it pumping on a daily sometimes. Still a good, you see the tokenomics is still good.
Yeah.
Over 50% of its supply being out. The thing is, I've gotten into their metaverse. The metaverse is pretty clunky. Reason I wanted to like get more into their metaverse is because I wanted to have my Katsu runners into their metaverse. Now I was talking to the guy to get my Katsu runners into their metaverse, and also put up an ad in their metaverse, but he ended up ghosting me, so I'm kind of salty about that.
What's their because I heard about them in the whole like metaverse hype and everything. Can you go to their Twitter real quick? I just want to see the last time they tweeted.
Yeah, they always have events though. They always have events. I can't knock them on that. They always doing like some Twitter spaces because I got my notifications on for them, so they always doing something. You can see I got the bell notification there, right? But let this load up.
Yeah, because Senso and Realm were two that I was really into those two.
Yeah, they, like you said, like I just told you, they're always doing something. They got a community Twitter space here. Recently happened. 370 people tuned into this. So this was a big weekly Twitter space. Usually when I'm in there, there's only like maybe 100 or so. Maybe less than that. And they also give out popes. So I don't know if you ever got a pope. Pope is just like you've gotten one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just basically like you've been to the event that they hold in. It's like an attendance, verification attendance. So I've got a few in my like wallets that the guy gifts me. I think he actually messaged me on DM. I'm not gonna open my DMs though, but so I'm still big on Realm here. And we got some more comments here. What do you guys think about Dusk? Do you got any opinions on Dusk?
No, I know what the token is, but not really. I haven't dived into it.
I really haven't looked into them. Another guy, I kind of want to bring Crypto Millie onto the stream. I don't know if you met him yet. He's another guy. He's been he's a YouTuber. He's been growing pretty fast. I told him in a different time that he's like a king of memes right now, but he always talks about this really. So I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah, Dust Network.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about it.
Regulated and decentralized finance. Okay.
And Shizzy says, do you like the D-side narrative? Have you heard of the D-side narrative?
D-side? What's D-side? There's so many.
Decentralized science.
Decentralized science. Huh.
Did they put up the narrative here yet? Nah, maybe I'm spelling it wrong. But D-side is decentralized science. There's some big plays in there though. Maybe I spelled it wrong.
Decentralized science.
I don't know. I don't know why it's not popping up.
If it's decentralized science, then I'm pretty sure it has to do with data sharing, which
between like hospitals and things like that. Between hospitals and things like that. I made a short on it. It's a pretty good thing. But I don't know if it's going to pop off. It probably won't pop off right now. It'll probably take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think it'll take a little bit of time for that narrative to really pop off. If anything, I think it'll be like just separate cryptos like doing things in that space. But as far as it popping off as a whole narrative, I don't know. But then again, one YouTuber with 1 million subscribers can just say that in a video, and there it is.
That's true. And hold on, we got some more here. Oh yeah, Genome DAO. Yeah, Genomes is one of them. That's in the DeSci sector. Genome.
Okay, Genome DAO. All right.
Yeah, have you heard of this one yet? You probably didn't because you don't know about it yet. But Crypto Rubik says Euro was good, man. Hold on, I'm just sending out a tweet real quick. I said a tweet. Hey, quick text real quick. My brother is texting me.
Said Genome. Let me pull that up on my end. Genome DAO. Gene token. Okay. This is.
But yeah, Genome DAO. I don't know why DeSci isn't popping up. Maybe it's on Coin.
Says
Coin
welcome
Market
to your
Cap.
DNA vault. Earn money autonomously. Power. Privately explore your genes. Earn money with your DNA.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I haven't heard of this project, but I've seen articles and stuff on this, like, you know, making money with your DNA, like toted
They
as
have
a
like
business.
NFTs too.
Like, I was watching something about blockchains, and they were just like big on this narrative, like, you know, using your DNA for whatever, having control of your genome data is going to be huge.
Hold on, Binance had put out a tweet for this, man. They had put out a research article for DeSci. Because there's a lot of different DeSci projects out there.
Mm-hmm. I guess track one of my favorite crypto track would be a DeSci project, because they're doing medical data, pharmaceutical.
Yeah, it's like it has Cliniques in there too. Cliniques is like an AI and DeSci project as well. I don't know if you know about Cliniques.
Oh, they had some about block swings up there.
Data
okay.
Lakes. You got Data Lakes here too. I'm trying to find the Binance Binance thing. Probably gonna have to look for a while. But oh, here you go. You got Research Hub here, Foundation, that puts out a thread on basically DeSci.
Okay, decentralized science landscape. You got.
There you go. You got science DAOs right there. Decentralized funding science, things like that. These are always good because you can look into these and find some crypto gems. Yeah, really.
Definitely. That's how I find crypto gems. You got to look into stuff like this, you know. Look at some of the DAOs, look at some of the partnerships, look at who's partnered with them, and then look at what their partners are doing. My guy,
Crypto Rubik says, how you doing? Any good gems? We talked about a few good gems on this channel. I said the channel, the stream, especially within the RWA sector. We talked about Relio, we talked about Labs, we talked about Polymesh, we talked about Centrifuge, we talked about Maple, Alloy X. I can't think about the rest right now. You gotta go early into the stream.
Yeah, we talked about it.
My guy Jaws says Liquid I think it's Liquid Staking DeFi, decentralized finance eye on Egan Layer. I think that's how you say it, right? Egan Layer might also do an airdrop, so that might be something for you to look into. Are you guys bullish on Liquid Staking DeFi? Are you bullish on them?
Liquid Staking DeFi? No, I'm not sure what that is.
So it's like another offshoot to regular DeFi, but you may know about it already because there was some like altcoins that are all big into like
like liquid staking tokens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Staffy.
That's what I said. We got new names and stuff. I'm like, hold up. All right, yeah, Staffy or Lido is probably the biggest one right now, right?
Which one?
Lido.
Lido,
Lido.
Lido. Oh, Lido. Yeah, Lido. Yeah. This is one that I like, and when it comes down to that whole narrative, I'm not big on it just yet, right? Of course, DeFi needs to come back around, but if you want to steal, is this, and then you got also Bifrost. Bifrost is another good one here. But the thing is, these are on the Polkadot ecosystem, so some
Mhm.
people may not like them. I don't know, but I got into the crowdfund of this, the crowd sale on the Polkadot ecosystem.
Mhm.
I got like, I don't even know how much worth I got it, like $200 worth of this token.
Yeah.
End up
Mhm.
selling it. I just sold it.
Didn't hold it.
Yeah. They gave me back my KSM a while ago, like maybe 4 months ago,
Mhm.
3 months ago. So that's something right there. Do you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I got one more token for us to look at before we get out of here, because I actually forgot about this one, but I think this is a good candidate for all those X's we were talking about. The BLXM block smooth.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about this a little. I talked about this a lot already.
Uh-huh.
This already, and this is a part of the DPIN narrative.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Right?
this is DPIN. So DPIN was decentralized physical what?
Decentralized physical infrastructure.
Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother, because I know everything is gonna have a decentralized something. We're gonna have decentralized
Yeah.
trucks in a minute.
These guys, I got put onto these guys. So I saw the article that they had with Energy Web Token,
Mm-hmm.
because they working with Energy Web Token for their something. I forgot. Oh, the heck. It's
Yeah,
something
they're doing some with the energy grid, helping them stabilize the energy grid.
Yeah,
So
for the re token or whatever. Not re token. It's a reprogram for electric vehicles, and they're also supposed to be the Uber of Nigeria
mm-hmm.
when it comes
Yeah,
down to
they have
mobility.
an app that's like a Uber that they're doing like in Africa. So yeah, I kind of like those two. Like, I mean, I like the fact that this one token is in like two things that seem completely different. Like.
Yeah, and I think I was in there. I was in their Discord group. I asked a little bit about the tokenomics. I just forgot a little bit about the tokenomics, but this is definitely going to be something to pump, man. And when
Mm-hmm.
people really take notice in the deep pin sector, they're going to look at a different few altcoins. One of them is going to be this, especially when you see a partner with Energy Web Token.
Oh yeah, so it
That's
was this one. This is the main thing that I was kind of bullish on. It was Rebeam pilot
There you
project,
go,
Energy
Rebeam.
Web. Yeah, Energy Web and 50 Hertz. So what they're doing is they're trying to decentralize charging stations,
Mm-hmm.
and with mobility and everything, like everything.
No,
Charging stations is about to go up. Like if you're looking for a business, I feel like if you're looking for a small business idea, put a charging station in the middle of nowhere somewhere on a road.
yeah. You think you could purchase charging stations right now?
Probably. I'm sure you can. You'd probably have to do it from hit up the company and invest type on the back end. But I
Yeah.
think I did see some stuff. There's like companies who are working with, like, they want people to build charging stations and stuff like that. Like, come get our technology. Like, what's it called? How come I can't think of it? Franchise. Like, be a franchise for us.
So let me ask you this question here, because it's a two-part question. Because how do you feel about going into the next bull run, right? But going into the next bull run, do you think some of these narratives that we're talking about as of right now will still be relevant, or will still be big? Or how long do you think some of these narratives do need for development?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I feel like some of the narratives are going to take longer. They're not going to be around in the next bull run. Like, of course, we in a big, like, in crypto right now, in my opinion, I feel like we're still in a big kind of like, it's still kind of a get rich quick scheme kind of environment, where people are, there's people like me and you who really looking in, and we invest in long term, we finding stuff. But there's like, newcomers and stuff. They're looking at DeFi, right? High quick yields, passive income, making a 10x on a meme coin like their boy did and stuff like that. So some of the narratives of, like, for example, layer twos, which I criticize a lot. But somebody who's like argues for layer twos is going to tell me, like, well, that's because you're early. You need to wait until this whole thing is built out. Then you won't even know you're on a layer two, and that's when layer twos are going to be, pop it. Like, that's when the whole narrative kind of hits. So I think some of these narratives will take a while, like the energy narrative, or they're just not ready. Put it that way.
That's perfect way to just segment me into the next question I'm gonna have for you. But I'm gonna put this statement out real quick, because I do agree with everything you just said, right? Because it seems like some narratives come way too soon. Like the AI narrative really didn't prosper till just now during this bear market that we're having, right? You remember 2 bull runs ago, 2016, you had Singularity Net out there, Sophia going on a date with Will Smith. That's very early on into the narrative, and that didn't take off till just now, and it still hasn't fully taken off, right?
Yeah, it's
now,
barely getting those numbers for sure. Yeah,
exactly. So now the question is, since you was just talking about charging stations, Rebeam, how do you feel about the energy narrative? Because the energy narrative is not something that anyone is truly talking about when it comes down to narratives in crypto.
I think it's gonna take. I think the energy narrative is something that's like, it's gonna coincide like with the carbon credit narrative, like in the next 2030, because like when it comes to like energy in general, you have a direct impact on like the environment and everything. So I think with all of these countries and different companies trying to impact this whole carbon thing, it's going to impact the energy narrative, right? So it's really going to cause, in my opinion, it's really going to cause these two to go hand in hand. But how long is it going to take? I don't know. I don't know how close we are to people really saying like, hey, let's start to give up some more of the gas and deal with some of the problems of switching over to other things like that. But I don't see like energy narrative. It might be maybe not this bull run, maybe the next following bull run. I think it's going to take some time.
So I want to throw something in here, because I think that the energy bull or the narrative for energy should come back around, especially when we have more EVs on the streets and things like that, right? Because you remember in 2016 when Power Ledger came out, this was like the big talks for a while, and it has fallen off a cliff. No one even really talks about it. I'm surprised to even see it at an $80 million market cap.
Yeah, it's at $80 million is kind of high, I think, for
exactly, right? And knowing from where it came from.
Yeah.
And the only altcoin in this space in the energy sector that really is talked about a lot and still gets heat is EWT, even though they have some of the biggest partnerships, right? They're struggling in this narrative. So I want to know, like, how are these other like altcoins are going to really prosper? Because like, is Power Ledger going to come back?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. See, that's the thing about crypto that's kind of interesting too. Sometimes the narrative is the opportunity for the gains. Like some of those narratives may not ever come back around. Like they were a big speculation narrative right now, but let's just say like people or the government can come in and create something that Energy Web is creating and say, hey, go ahead and here's a decentralized energy grid that Gov created, right? That will kill all these tokens. Like this, so some of the
go ahead, finish.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, so some of these narratives, like they are long shots, or they're far out. But I think when human nature is very interesting, because if a lot of money comes into these and a lot of people start getting excited, they'll push these narratives to the forefront, kind of like AI. Like all it took was that ChatGPT to get released, and then everybody, AI has been around for a while, but now it's like, oh, let's everybody invest in AI. Even Elon is like, I'm bullish on AI now. Let's go.
That's absolute facts right there. Absolute facts. Crypto Rubik says it's not right. You got to concentrate on the next big narratives or fade the next 100xers. The right stuff right now, he says, is RWAs, AI, DEXs, gaming, metaverse for the next bull, in his opinion. How you feel about that?
I agree. I mean, I agree. Everything that you pretty much said, that's definitely.
Simple facts. He's
not wrong. RWAs, AIs, DEXs, gaming, metaverse.
He's not wrong.
I mean, I would reluctantly add meme coins, or like Jaws 7758 said, gambling. Let's just call it gambling. Gambling is gonna be a big narrative, because that's what people do with these meme coins. But definitely, I can see those popping off.
We seen Fun Token trending earlier today. Is a gambling coin. We seen that trending, but that's a gambling coin from 2016, when a lot of people were just, crypto was seen as gambling. This is one of those that popped off. He also talks about Dion Protocol. Now, Dion is another
I just made a video on Dion too. Shout out to that.
Yeah, it's another energy play, but it is getting more talks than like any other energy play right now, because it's newer. It's also linked to Starlink. So I think for right now, this is what I'm going to say. I agree with Crypto Rubik when he says it's not right, it's not right. But something like Theon protocol could prosper if it's still like connected to the right narrative or right topic, because Theon, Starlink, if it's working with Starlink and Elon is still in, it's always going to be in the in the news. I think it's going to pop off like that, right? And that's why we're seeing Theon protocol popping off, and it does a little bit more than just focusing on the Starlink aspect, but that is a big selling point for Theon protocol right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why my computer's so goddamn slow.
Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit. I don't know. Okay, so let me play devil's advocate a little bit on those, because like out of RWAs, AIs, DEXs, gaming, I'm least bullish on metaverses. Now, I am bullish on metaverses, but I'm least bullish on that list. And
you least bullish on metaverses, my boy?
On metaverses, yeah. And I knew you was gonna say that because I feel like the metaverse narrative takes more time, right? More people have to be like crypto has to be kind of a mainstream idea, like the idea of having a wallet with assets in it. That's still something that we haven't seen. Like, and once that becomes a mainstream idea, then we get more of these narratives to play out, because now it's like the barrier of entry is lower. People already did it, so it's like, always use the example of like Cash App, right? If people didn't already have online banking, they would have been so confused when it came to Cash App, right? So with the metaverse narrative, I think we're a bit of a ways away from like the proper 3D equipment. We barely just had Apple release theirs, which caused a big hype, and that's barely the first one. We still need Samsung and Sony and all those guys to release theirs. Then RWAs, it just goes hand in hand. AI is the big thing right now. DEXs, we always gonna need those, and DEXs include data, not just assets, like not just the crypto assets, but data and all that. It says metaverse pump just before Apple Provision launches. Yeah, my whole thing is metaverse had a nice hype. It had a nice pump. We've seen some metaverse projects do 500x like nothing. And will we reach that level of hype again? I'm not sure. Especially with everybody calling Facebook's switch over to Meta a failure, which I don't think so yet. I think they just was really early.
Yeah, so to that point, Facebook is actually losing billions of dollars for their metaverse right now, dabbling into their metaverse. But for me, right now, what I'm going to say is we're closer to Ready Player One than we're not, because Ready Player One is very close right now. You can see that in like a 5-10 year horizon right now, right? And that's very close, right? The VR is where it starts. This is where things just start to trickle in as Apple. Apple's really gonna. This guy that I was watching says anything Apple does actually captivates the entire industry. It pushes the industry further into wanting to do it, because everyone is just like, Apple is just like a cult, right?
Yeah.
If you got Apple device, you got like the Mac. Me personally, I got an Apple phone. I got an Apple MacBook. I don't have like the Apple, the Siri of Apple or whatever. I got Alexa instead of the Apple version. But the thing is, you're in the whole ecosystem, and because of that ecosystem, it pops off for every other like product that they put out. Now, when it comes to the VR headset that they're going to put out, I think this is going to be a game changer, because you're going to see influencers. This is where influencers, like traditional influencers, actually start to dabble into VR, right? They're going to, like, you see some big TikTokers that are using the Oculus and things like that, but now you're going to have like the big tech reviewers, the big, Marquise, what's his name? Marquise Brown? Yeah, he's going to be reviewing the Apple device, the Apple Vision Pro, right? And let's say he clicks onto Metaverse in one of his video, that takes off. You need a big influencer like him to just start to make the wave a little higher. Meta brought it up. Meta brought it first, and then Apple is going to kind of solidify it a little bit more. And I think there's going to be more developments, because you're starting to see Roblox in the metaverse. You're seeing every other big company actually do something in the metaverse.
Yeah, like Roblox, Fortnite. Like, in my opinion, I feel like Roblox, we got Roblox, Fortnite. I think they're winning that metaverse launch, and they're not even in Web3 yet. They probably will be at some point in time because they'll see how much money it can make them. But like for me, I think AR is gonna pop off before we get a real big. I mean, metaverse are gonna pop off, but it's more like a kind of niche thing, and like it's a gaming, in my opinion, type of thing. Whereas if you look at AR, I could see AR integrated into our everyday lives, and not just for like an entertainment type of, thing or whatever.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I think
We
metaverse
definitely
is
going to have a discussion about metaverse. That's going to be something we're going to have to put on. I got to make a list of what we're going to be talking about on the
we got a lot to discuss.
Yeah, we got Khalid asking, what's your top relative safe 100x's? I'm gonna ask you that.
Top relative safe 100x's. Man, is there such thing as a safe 100x? We talked about a couple of them.
Yeah.
I could actually see, and this, it's pretty high market cap, but like DAG, Dovu, MCO2, almost all of the ones that I mentioned in this video have a possibility. But relative safe 100x, I'm gonna say post chain too. I know you're not big on that one, but I always say that one too.
Oh my God, I hate post chain. To me, is just another meme. But hey.
Hey, I'm not saying that it's gonna be the best tech or the best thing in the world, but we can call it a meme coin if you want. I'll do that.
All right, so I'm not biased. I'm biased a little bit. I'm not really biased because I really don't care. I don't got a dog in a fight or not. But if I had to say relative safe 100x's that are like mid caps and bid caps as of right now, I actually talked about a few in my recent mid cap video where I said EWT, Akash, Axlar. What else we got there? Alluvium. So those are mid caps I think could 100x easily, and they're relatively safe as they're mid caps.
You think Alluvium has another 100x in it?
100x wouldn't put Alluvium far at all, yo.
100x will put Alluvium. Okay, it's 200 million right now.
It wouldn't put it far at all. If you thinking gaming takes off, I think Alluvium is going to be one of them. I made a video on why there's many bullish points for Alluvium to potentially do 100x, but that's also potential, right?
Yeah.
Another one I would say KSM Kusama has the potential to 100x. Big caps. This is it depends on how you think the market cap is going to go. The overall market cap of crypto, how high you think it's going to go, because a lot of altcoins you're going to be seeing in the high billions of market cap. If Bitcoin gets back up to that $4 or $5 trillion mark, right? You're going to see some $1 billion altcoins and you won't believe it, but you'll be like, damn, you probably missed the boat on a lot of them. Like Render. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Render, probably a safe play, has the potential to 100x. Where does that put it for you? You let me know.
I'll say Origin Trail too, because you got Origin Trail for sure, bro. When you look at that market cap, it's hitting every narrative on top of that. It's hitting the AI narrative hard on the Origin Trail, and it's kind of like an after narrative, like when people get into AI. And then they are like, oh, this is great, this is dope. And then they see the problems that come with AI, and then Track fixes some of those problems with AI.
Let me ask you a quick question though. Let me ask you a quick question, because I know I'm a low cap hunter. I'm looking. I like the low cap gems.
Yeah,
right?
Same.
Do you? Because I see people saying that mid caps or high caps don't have the huge potential to 100x. How you feel about that? Do you think only 100x's could come from low caps?
No. See, I used to feel like that, but see what happened with this last bull run was
in the space longer.
Yes, I've been in the space longer, and I saw things go way beyond where I thought they were going to get at. So I thought, hey, something getting to $1 billion market cap was like huge for crypto. I'm like, this is huge, because you've seen like a mid cap at the time was 40 million. So it's like, So getting to $1 billion market. Then I seen some of these coins hit 20, 30 billion. When I seen Dogecoin in like multiple $1 billion market caps, I was like, oh yeah, I need to rethink the way I'm looking at some of these prices. As more people
Exactly.
get in, that growth is exponential.
Exactly. I think that's something that's an important fact right there that a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people constantly keep missing, right? Is if Bitcoin gets to those 2-3 trillion dollar marks where you giving it like 100K, 150 price target, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money is in the space where you start to see a $10 billion market cap is looked at more of a mid cap. This was
Exactly.
last bull, only last bull where Bitcoin hit 69K, and you're predicting for Bitcoin to hit 100K, where
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the money will trickle into these lower cap altcoins, where you might even see a coin right now that's a mid cap or a high cap that no one's really talking about
Yeah.
because it's a big cap right now, hit $100 billion market cap. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. You know, a low cap, and I always compare, like I compare, one of the things that I use to compare, you know, my evaluations of what I'm looking for is I compare crypto to the stock market. Been around for years, been around over 100 years, and we see like as more money. So when you look at the market caps of stocks, you say, okay, top stock is about $1 trillion. Okay, that's where Bitcoin is. But what's the low cap for the stock market? Which there's a lot more companies and cryptos out there. So what's the low cap for the stock market? You talking like 300 million? You know, it is a low cap gem for the stock market. So we got low cap gems. We were talking about $1 million market cap. That's 300x just to hit a low cap of who we're competing with. You know, so I think that, you know, the overall growth of the crypto market still has a while to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm really going to say this again. Next bull is going to shock a lot of people how you see a lot of these altcoins going in mid caps. Some of your favorite altcoins right now could probably even damn near 500x, and you'll be like, oh, like I seen my portfolio go crazy and did not understand how and why it went so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the amount of money flowing into the space is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you could just hit, like in a bull run, you could hit a crazy 50x, 100x easily on just a coin that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Yeah,
guy,
it's kind of crazy. Like when things get to that point, it's almost scary. You know, it's like, damn, it's like. But I remember, you know, waking up and looking at my portfolio and going, I got 4 coins over 100% right now. You
crazy,
know,
right?
just on the day, like it's crazy.
Crazy. Like you got 2 bull runs under your belt right now, so you understand it a little bit more, right? Crypto Rubik
Yeah,
said,
and I will say, like, oh, go ahead.
"Oh no, go ahead, finish your point, and I'm gonna point out."
I was just gonna say real quick, like when I hit my first 1,000x, like it happened so quick and it was so crazy. It's like I didn't even realize that it was growing until it was like already there. You know what I mean? Because it was just like I literally put like a little bit into a coin and just let it sit. I'm like, okay, it went up, but then next, you know, I'm like, oh damn, I got that many thousands in here. It went from like, oh, it's just nothing over there to, oh damn, I can do something with this. You know.
I could talk about this now. Because it's they're not talked about a lot. But last bull, bro, I don't know. These guys made a mistake. These guys made a tremendous mistake, right? But a project came up to me. They're called ProStarter, Launchpad. This is when Launchpads is going crazy. And they actually launched some good projects. They came up to me. They say, hey, EA, we need you to do a video, promote this Launchpad, talk about it, whatever. We give you tokens, right? Like I said, tokens up front. They said, yeah, we'll have the tokens for you right there. They sent me the tokens, bro. My guy, I'm not gonna lie to you. They said that it was gonna launch at like 12 UTC or something, right? But they launched an hour earlier. I was planning to wake up, right, at the time where they was gonna launch. But they launched an hour earlier. I wake up, I see a smooth 50K in my MetaMask wallet. I said, hold the fuck on.
What?
Yo, I sold everything so fast. I went into my Discord group. I said, yo, I just made the craziest come up. These guys just gave me their tokens up front. Like, all I had to do was talk about it. They launched 50K.
Man.
That started my portfolio off crazy, man. Yo, crazy.
So I love stories like that because that's what happened to me. Is like I hit that 1,000x and was like, what? Oh like, yeah, now I could build the portfolio I want.
I couldn't even sleep knowing that I had these tokens in my wallet. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm gonna just wake up and just dump. I don't care. Like, I'm just selling at the highest peak. As soon as it opens, I'm selling it. But
crypto, I gotta mention that real quick before we go forward. Look, you invest into this crypto. The goal is to make those gains. So I don't care if it's an ecosystem token, a meme coin, if all your boys is doing it, if your girlfriend gonna break up with you. If you have so much money in a wallet, in a crypto, and you feel like you don't even want to go to sleep, like you're watching it like, oh man, please don't drop. Take profit. Definitely. You don't have to sell all of it, but take some off the table, at least enough to where you say, hey, I had 50K, at least I cashed out 20, something like take some profit, because that's probably my biggest mistake of getting it in the beginning, is not taking in as much profit as I should for my own life. Like, in every bear market, my portfolio is beautiful, but if I take some of that money out and, put it towards life, then I could be doing, more things in life, helping out family more and stuff like that. Just take profit for sure.
If I had took the profits I needed to take around last bull, instead of being the way I was, I'd have been way better off right now. In this bear market, I'd have been way better off.
That's everybody I know right now. And trust me, like, I know some people I know one guy who hit, his first 100 million, in crypto. And he was like, the problem was he hit 100 million. He got big headed. He's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This dude went and invested over like 50% back into NFTs at the top, and now he's sitting on these PFPs going, I hope they go back up.
Hate to hear it, man. What's crazy is this happened to me two bull markets now, but not every bull market I've been able to take out more money. Like the first bull market I had, I remember XVG going crazy for me. Had some other shit coins from that time going crazy. Didn't take it at all. It crashed. Next bull, I take out some. I should have took out at the top, but I want to just go over some of the comments that we got here. Crypto Rubik says Blur has about 70 to 80% of the NFT market share. That's huge, because that comes up with OpenSea too. You got to talk about that. OpenSea was been supposed to come out. I don't know if they're going to go public or they're going to do crypto. It's literally came and killed OpenSea in less than 6 months. I got the on-chain data to back it up. How you feel about Blur?
My question is this: is Blur dead right now? Because I feel like Blur, if you come out and you give away $50 million to a bunch of people who are going to use the platform, you're going to be popping off for the first couple months, and you're going to be making headlines. You're going to get to write those articles, but where are you going to be in 6 months from now? And I will compare that to like Threads. Threads came out. Everybody from Instagram and Twitter hopped on Threads for about a week. Oh, we got 300 million users in the first 2 days. Well, duh. But where are you guys at, right? Like, how many active users have you had, today or whatever? So that's my only criticism on Blur.
Yeah, that's a good point. Black Capital here says Noodle is a 300x gem. I agree. I do like Noodle. Have you heard of Noodle?
I haven't heard of Noodle. I'll look into it. Write that down.
Noodle is like it's another DePIN. It's another DePIN altcoin in the Polkadot ecosystem. Essentially looking to be a miner on your, not a miner, but more of a hotspot on your phone. They have an app on that's coming out called Hotpot. Essentially, you're going to put a hotspot on your older phone. From what I remember, this is a bunch of things right now. I'm just like giving you guys a little breakdown. I made the video maybe like 3 weeks ago on it. So that's just a little breakdown about that. 6 Beats asks, can you ask him what he thinks about STBU? What do you think about STBU, my guy?
STBU.
And then we got the final question of the day that I'm going to ask you after STBU, and we're going to get out of here because I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, we got Stobox, STO Stobox. $2 million.
I think that's an RWA altcoin as well.
Okay.
Let me pull it up as you pull it up.
That's top tier turnkey.
I think it is. I don't know if it's a RWA.
Yeah, it's a tokenization platform.
Yeah. So okay. $2 million market cap. Pretty good circulating supply. Well, very good circulating supply. Over 90% of its supply is out right now.
That's a good circulating supply for sure.
So at $2 million market cap, how you feel about it?
Tokenization, STO consulting, legal management, digital assets. I mean, the platform, everything that they're doing looks good. It's already to the point to where there's enough now where I got to look into like the Twitter and see who they're working with. So I can see right here they got 35 plus clients. They got 9 STOs live. Real estate, energy, financial, arts, startups. Okay, here we go. Some of their partners. Farmland assets.
The last question of the day. As you look into all that, I'm gonna ask you on your thoughts on that, and I'm gonna also ask you about this. Do you think altcoins have a further significant drop / leg down?
To be honest, I do. I think before we which I let me say it like this though, we do, but I'm not paying attention to it. Like we get that significant 20% drop down again, like I'm buying. As of right now, like I'm buying, and I don't want to have to drop a bunch of money at once. So I've been just DCAing, but like looking at the halving chart and the cycle charts and the narratives and stuff, it's still about 6 months to a year before we start to see like that big after halving pump and things start getting real euphoric around here. So we could definitely have another drop down, even for Bitcoin. My lowest target for Bitcoin right now is somewhere down there at 21. So
I like this, man. I like that we have two different point of views in this, because you get to hear a bear take and you're probably going to hear a bull take from me. Because in my opinion, I've been saying this since last year. I'm not going to lie. I pointed out in my Discord group recently. I pointed out again. I said bottom is 15K. And I've been saying this earlier than anybody. You can check my Discord, and when I pointed this out, I think any members of the Discord, if you've been around for that long, you know exactly what I've been saying. 15K was the bottom, because we have two bottom indicators this cycle, because usually there's one big crash, something big that happens that crashes the market and causes the bottom. This cycle we had two. We had FTX, and then we had Celsius and all of those.
Celsius, Luna.
So that was two of them that caused two different bottoms, right? Because we probably should have had a bottom at 20K, but it went down to 15K. I said 2023 will be the year of recovery, not bull market, not seeing all-time high, not reaching previous all-time high, but it's going to be mainly a stair step up. It's going to lull people to sleep, and people are going to miss the boat on a lot of different things. There's so many bullish case scenarios that you're missing when the money is starting to actually get piled up right now. 15K. Why you think these big institutions are starting to flip their tune? Because now they have gotten their positions. Now you're seeing BlackRock. You're seeing what's Kathy Woods. All of these people are the tune about Bitcoin has switched. Now they're prepared. They're going to keep this from dropping. And the only reason it's not going to drop any further, in my opinion, we're going into election year. America cannot afford the traditional markets to crash, which is why the traditional markets is going to keep pumping for a little bit. Right?
Oh yeah, they're turning the money printer back on for sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish.
No. I'm giving my opinion. Yeah. And then also in the short term here, I do believe that, especially, I think that we're going to see that ETF for approval, and that's also going to be a stamp of approval for Bitcoin, right? Meaning that we may not see another bottom below 30K or so. Right now we're just playing around here, and I think we're gonna go up. This is right now, it's the liquidate longs, even liquidate shorts or whatever, right? And then you're just gonna blast up. This has been like it's been like sideways for a little bit. We've seen this at 20K, it's been sideways for a little bit. Seen this at 25K, been sideways for a little bit, then blasted off. Then now we're seeing the same action right now around 29 to 30K, and I think it's going to happen again before we see 35K. By the end of the year, I say we see over 35K by the end of the year, maybe even 40K.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that bet, because I think we just have a little bit, like maybe another little short dip. But I do believe, I agree with you that the bottom is most likely put in already. But it's like always around this point in time in the market cycle, we usually have like a quick dip, and then a recovery really fast. Last time it was that COVID dip, where we were like we went back up to like 6K, 9K, and we had a quick, 35K,
But what
3,500 dip.
this the
during
question for you?
COVID.
Do you think that was a part of the crypto cycle, the market cycle, or that was just an unforeseen event that happened that actually make that happen? Because would that be replicated again? Because that's
It
special
always is.
circumstances.
Yeah, it always is. Like I'm trying to understand it, but like when I see something on the chart like that, like there was other people, like my mentor at the time when I was learning how to trade was like, oh, there's a big dip coming, and we could see that there was a big dip coming. We just didn't know why. So then when COVID hit, I was like, damn, ain't no way that could have been predicted, But like if you do trade, you will notice that like you see something happening on the chart, and then some type of narrative follows that chart. I don't know how to explain it or whatever, but I will say, like, when it comes to that question, yeah, I would say it was showing on the chart that we was gonna have a nice ugly dip. Just
So do you
nobody knew
think
it was gonna
there's
be
a
COVID.
narrative showing right now for this chart for us to have another ugly dip?
No, we won't know the narrative until afterwards. The narrative always comes after, like
Okay,
sometimes.
so the question is, does the charts for you right now show that there will be a nasty dip?
We could have one. Yeah, I would say so. Charts don't lie. So yeah, I would say that. Like, but I do think that nasty dip could be like us going up to 35 and then dipping down to like 27. That would be a nasty dip. Altcoins can see a 20% drop or 30% drop in a day, on that dip or something like that. But with that being said, that's why when it comes to my altcoin bags, I'm kind of just, hey, DCA right now, start collecting those coins, because what we do know is while all these dips and stuff is happening, those altcoins begin to trickle up and go on those 100,000x runs, so.
I like that. Crypto Rubik said, yeah, World War III or something recession. Then they just say we're not going to have a recession this year. Credit pop.
Man, we've been having a recession this whole year. I don't know what they talking about.
I've been telling people, just because they changed the definition of recession doesn't mean we're not in a recession.
Y'all see these prices at the store? Ain't you having a little bit of harder? Like, ain't you paying a little bit more for stuff? It's harder for people to find jobs. We are in a recession already. They just gotta let Biden look good.
Facts. It's the narrative right now. They can't. It's election years coming up. There's so many reasons why they have to make it look good, essentially, right?
Yeah.
But,
and they quietly turn the money printer back on. It's like, oh, hey, and by the way, we did print $100 million, but yeah, we're worried about this prices and everything. They kind of threw that out there, like, quantitative easing kind of already started. They already started putting money back into this, and what people don't understand about crypto and the narratives in general, and I looked at the charts and I did the research, but it's like the first bear market I was in, quantitative easing ended. Bull market, quantitative easing started, or quantitative tightening caused the bear market, quantitative easing, bull run, so now I almost, like, when I see the Fed say, hey, we putting money back into the ecosystem, ain't no, that's the most bullish time. Be ready, get into what you believe in,
Yeah, do I got a money sound? I got a money printer sound over around here, money printer is already on, make that thing go.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
we here, man. I just need. I think it's gonna happen before we, like, it's gonna happen probably around next year. They have to turn it back on, because they're going. I think, wasn't they supposed to pause already? Right? I think by the time we paused,
they just raised. They paused once and then they just raised, like,
exactly,
in the last meeting or whatever. But
and I'm also starting to see speculations and thoughts that was the last actual raise, right? That we may not get another raise for this year.
Yeah, but them raising and lowering rate, like, that's a smokescreen. Like, Jerome Powell came out and literally said, oh, sometimes we don't even have to do anything. We just mention something and it'll cause the market to move the way we want it to move. Like, bruh, like, what? Did you actually say that out loud?
Yo, they're playing with our monies right now. They're playing with the money. Crypto Millie says, Euro, what's the word? Euro, what's up, man? This Crypto Millie. Everything currency, meet Crypto Millie. I was on his stream.
Good, my brother.
I wanted y'all to meet each other too. So we may all three of us have to get on the stream. I think we're gonna have some good topics, some good debates on this as of right now, between pretty much everyone, all of us. I think we all have different takes. We all excel in different parts of the crypto sector as of right now. So this is gonna be interesting right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Crypto Millie, we're gonna need you up here. Shizzy says M2 up. And then Crypto Rubik says having around 2024, probably just ranging player versus player market. I always say this is a PvP market. Lots of money if on the right narratives. IE Telegram bots printing ultra hard Verifax. AI in January. Why you think AI in January specifically?
Yeah, why AI in January specific? That caught my eye too. Like AI in January specifically. Why January?
Yeah, I gotta know why.
That New Year pump coming on.
Like, what's going on in January? Are we getting a big AI release or something? Is Sophia going on a date with Joe Biden? What's going on? And then Crypto Millie says, enjoying the stream, fam. Keep that up. Good looks, man. But yeah, this is a very good stream, man.
Yeah,
we
for
talked
sure.
a lot about RWAs, put people onto some upcoming RWA projects, and I just think it's going to be a narrative that we're going to have to pay attention to going to 2024. Tokenization is going to be big. You got any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts is RWAs is like, right now we call it RWAs, but eventually it won't even have a name for it. It's just going to be crypto. So that's like when I first came into crypto, the moment that I realized that every single asset, every real world asset is going to be on a blockchain, including you and your identity is going to be on a blockchain, then hey, this is why crypto, like this is why I'm big on cryptos, RWAs in general. So, this narrative isn't going anywhere, and it is crypto. Like all stocks, like the stock market will be put on a blockchain at some point in time.
That's a fact.
All records, DMV records and stuff. Like in California, we're already putting our DMV records on NFTs. So this narrative going forward, it's not even a narrative. Like it is crypto.
Oh, that's a bold statement. RWAs is crypto, but I'm big on RWAs. I'm big on different narratives. Love the RWA narrative. Love the DPIN narrative. I think DPIN is going to be one of those that people are going to talk about. AI, just like Crypto Rubik is saying right here, AI in January 2023 when ChatGPT came out, that's what he meant. But for sure, Apple Vision Pro will print hard as fuck for AR, VR gaming in 2024, man.
Nice.
That's it, man. You guys got to come back next Sunday for another live. We're gonna figure out what topic we're gonna talk about. This week was real world assets. I'm gonna let crypto everything currency. You pick it up. You pick what narrative you want us to talk about next week, and just let me know. And we're gonna pretty much just talk everything about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, data right there. The new oil. Hey. I made the most money on data. That might have to be one that we get into. But yeah, definitely some narratives to talk about.
Are you calling the topic for next week? Data? Are you calling the topic next week for data?
Hey, we can do data next week. I'm huge on data.
That's the topic for next week, man.
For next week, y'all tune in for that data topic. And let me tell you, like some of the most like potential gains are in the data space. Like you said, data is a new oil. No, data is everything. Like now that everything's digital, data is everything. So y'all tune in next week for sure.
Yo, y'all go check out Everything Currency's YouTube channel. Give him some love out there. Check out his video, like his video, subscribe to his channel, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.
Peace.